Don't go to the suburbs is what I'm hearing.
Going to do that.
See what happens in the suburbs. Hey, look, it's dangerous.
City life. Yeah.
All right, so
All right, episode 56. Episode 56, part 2. I'm Chris Platty, a.k.a. Platty Pods, your host with an excellent panel with some new faces. First, some of the regulars. We got my man Zay.
What up, though?
Bryce must be nice.
Incredible Bam, hello.
I'm not holding this for you, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you got
oh, yeah, you are.
We got Birdie.
Oh shit! See, this is
Yeah, see, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly,
Steve Nash.
See what I'm talking about, bro?
But that's all I said though. No, we definitely need the arms.
Yeah.
If it's this many guests, we need.
We
arms.
need
Yeah.
one. Hey, bro, how much these mics?
Yeah.
We all go pitch in.
Please sign up for our GoFundMe. We need more mics because this shit is bad.
But no, yeah.
Birdie. There you go.
Sir.
Big AP on the ones and twos.
Yes,
and our
sir.
special guest, first time guest on the podcast, Eric Barber.
Yes, sir.
What's up,
Eric
guys?
Barber.
Yeah, glad to
Welcome,
be
brother.
here, eh?
Welcome, brother.
Yeah.
Doing some of the best interviews I've seen in the city, man.
Yo, thanks. I appreciate it.
A lot of stuff. You go to his page, dude. This motherfucker got pictures with Mike Tyson, Big Sean, everybody. This
Man, this
I always
nigga-
say he's the mayor of Detroit,
This
but this
dude-
guy might actually be
This
the mayor.
dude, Trick said he looked like Elon Musk. I lost it when I saw that video, bro.
To be fair,
Bro,
You said it was
running the rumors.
he's the
yeah.
senator.
That's
Yeah,
it.
well, you know, if like Detroit is America, I mean, he's the Trump, I'm the Musk, you know, so.
The 1-2 combo.
Everybody tells me he's a great guy. He's even better than China.
The Coney Islands have been abusing us for too long. We're paying tariffs on all chili, cheese, and
Yeah.
onions.
I love Tesla. Tesla.
I love Tesla
This
Cybertrucks.
nigga said Tesla, bro. What the fuck?
They just got that
Everybody
Tesla.
buys their clothes from Ruru Ramen. Everybody. Oh my god. We all know.
Not Ruru, bro.
It's a Tesla Cybertruck.
But before we get to everything hip hop, there is one thing that we gotta talk about. The most monumental thing to happen in the last week in our country. Katy Perry and a collection of women went to space.
Actually, I'll take it back.
A collection of women went to space. Guys, what's your reaction?
Oh my god, I can't believe these little rich,
Brave.
huh?
Brave.
Yeah,
First
if
of all,
that's what you
Gayle
call it.
King, what are you doing there?
Exactly.
That was
This
crazy.
bitch Gayle King really had the audacity to go on national TV and said, "We were astronauts. We actually did real work up there." Gayle, what did you do? What did you do, Gayle?
saw-
What was your mission, Gayle? I want to know.
What was your mission?
What was the mission to go up there for? And not to mention, y'all did that expeditiously fast too. Y'all came up
Yeah, it
and
was
then went
2 minutes to
right
get
back
to
down.
I
space.
saw like somebody like
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? I've been taking the Bryce learning words class.
learning words class.
Yeah, it's
Learning
fire, bro.
words
That's what he
class.
calls it too.
That's my favorite class. Is learning words class.
My favorite subject.
It's my
Bryce
favorite
be teaching that nigga English.
All I gotta say is that shout out to everyone who decided to take the elevator ride up to space real quick. I'm glad that they went there for all of 11 minutes.
I saw someone live tweet.
11 minutes is a long
It was
time.
like Katy Perry just launched into space.
Ask his girlfriend. 11 minutes is a long time.
11 minutes is a very long time. It's
feel
probably
like a
too much
lifetime
time.
sometimes.
11 minutes gets the job done.
It's probably too much time. You could be more efficient than that. You
You know what you can do with 11 minutes?
Time is money. Time is money, right? Time is money.
Could say
Yeah,
you
and
could-
apparently that was $27 million worth of money to go up to take an elevator up to space to hear Katy Perry sing "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong. Which, that's of all the songs I would ever request her to sing, maybe not that one.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I just wouldn't. be requesting any Katy Perry music at this day and age.
That sounds like your problem.
That sounds like
I think it's amazing though. After all these years, she's still looking good though, right?
yeah.
Still looking good though,
I gotta
right?
look past that.
I used to shoot blanks to that motherfucker. You hear me? You hear me? 6th grade. Battery. You hear me?
Wild.
Don't give me the mic. I got nothing to say on that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's valid, right? I think in all other departments, she's fallen off, and yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's
is
the
the
department that matters. That's the department.
yeah.
That is the most like very nice way to put that. He's like, well, in all other departments.
Imagine trying to tell your girl that, yeah, you fell off in all these departments but one. You still got it here. You still got it here. Don't get it twisted. You're holding it down.
Right.
You're holding it down.
I would still hit if you go to space and everything,
Yeah.
but
Did you guys see,
Yeah.
so correlate with this, did you guys see the this wasn't obviously them. They didn't do this, but there's a space hotel launching in 2027.
Oh,
Would
snap.
any of you guys do that?
Where
Would
is
any of
it?
you guys
Is it in
take the 2-minute
How
ride
much
to
that shit
space?
charge, bro? I don't got 20 million like them bitches do. So
Yeah.
I can't go. The flight costs too much.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it in orbit or something, or
I'm
you just float
guessing,
around?
yeah.
Imagine you get there and they still charge for the minibar. That's crazy.
Yeah, if that shit isn't all inclusive, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna be pissed if I have to even
kind of
tip
snacks?
a bartender.
Yeah.
Imagine being a bartender in space.
What snacks they got in the mini bar?
Shit, I don't know.
They got damn moon space
Moon rocks.
space food.
Hey, you remember?
I get you.
Yeah, some Dippin' Dots.
You ever had you ever had that freeze dried ice cream and shit? It's like astronaut food or whatever. That shit's like.
all right. So I gotta ask this side of the couch: how long would you be willing to spend in space at the whatever moon bar?
Dude,
None.
I gotta say, I don't think it would be that interesting. Like, here's the thing. Like, I think it'd be sweet for, like, the first couple hours. I think Katy Perry's 11 minutes, I mean, that was plenty.
Again, 11 minutes is plenty of time.
Yeah, right.
Really
right.
long time.
Yeah, you don't
If you
need...
think about it, that's a lot of time.
I think you get old kind of quick, to be honest. I don't know. And you'd be cooped up.
up there?
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
cooped
you
up.
can't even do shit.
Because
They can't have no swimming pool. All the water goes.
Can't leave the NASA resort, bro. 'Cause ain't nothing to go to. You can't go to Applebee's out there.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they need a space Applebee's on campus.
I just want to point out at this point that shout out to everyone who's listening, but this is not a actual space podcast because none of these Negroes know how space works. So
They gonna have a space Chili's get that triple dipper. You feel me?
Who you think
triple
going?
dipper in space? Come on.
Who's going to space first? What restaurant's going to space first?
Olive Garden.
Applebee's.
Oh, Olive Garden. I think Applebee's is going for sure. But
Applebee's is for sure going.
Look, if we're being honest,
Wendy's.
we all know
TGI Fridays.
knows it's gonna
The
be
first
Wendy's.
thing, if we're being realistic, it's gonna be a space McDonald's. There's no.
I was
fucking
just
way.
about to say that.
No way it's not.
He might have got it.
He got that one, bro.
I think you got it.
definitely
yeah.
gonna be Wendy's because let's be honest, them dollar chicken sandwiches work everywhere.
That's
They
true.
still got sandwiches.
That's
for $1
true.
at
And
Wendy's.
women have been in space, so Wendy's it works.
They got the biggie
Anything's
bags and that's it.
possible, right?
Yeah. Little $5 joint.
Anything's possible. That's the takeaway.
I
Live
ain't
your
listen.
dream.
I don't know when the last time I bought a sandwich from any fast food restaurant for $1.
Yeah, nowadays
Wendy's
the
still
fucking
got-
McChicken's a
Wendy's
couple
still got
dollars.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, and then we're going to get rap talk. I promise. We got a lot of rap talk. But this just reminded me of the time me and you went to the bar out in Warren, Michigan.
that was crazy.
And the bartender came up to us. We weren't at the bar. We were at a table. And she came up to us, and it was like 8:45, something like that. And we were just waiting because we had a friend of ours was performing. Shout out Josh. And he was going to perform, and so we were just killing time before he got on stage. So we went to a bar on the corner, and she comes up to us and she goes, "Just so you know, at 9:00, the price of our drinks raises by 25 cents." Like as if she was looking out for us.
Bro,
And
I
I'm
don't know
like,
how much any drink costs ever. I don't even. I'm not really unless it's a cocktail that's like $18 or something.
This
like,
place is inflation immune because I've never I used to hear my dad say, "Yeah, I remember paying a quarter for a tank of gas or some shit like that." I don't know, some old shit. I'm like, man, you're old as hell. That doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make no fucking sense. I spent $60 on gas. You talk about a quarter for gas, doesn't make sense. But they came up to us and they were like literally warning us just so you know, the price is gonna change. The price is gonna change.
That's also that.
Yes.
That was
Today's
fucking
price.
wild.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's bro. That's crazy.
That was wild. Me and you looked at each other like, dude, we were just
Bro,
confused.
That place was the most desolate biker bar. It said no colors allowed. There's a dude sleeping on the bar. It was some real. It was at 8 and Mound, bro.
What I did, bro. I'm glad y'all niggas didn't see this shit, but I
I
literally.
seen it.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah,
I
I
tried
did.
to give him this, but I ended up giving my White Claw. He put this shit down.
all right.
Fucking up the rotation.
Let's start with some rap talk. So first thing, I gotta just circle back. This is a one-on-one. This is a one-on-one because last week's episode that doesn't exist but did exist. We talked about Sexy Red. I brought up the point that Sexy Red collabed with Bruno. Then
Okay,
she
please
came back.
do not tell me that you're talking about this Sexy Red fucking Tommy Richmond collaboration that was ass.
Thank you for stepping on my point. So
I will
was like-
100% step on your point.
So I hear that the Bruno song did not work. Then she comes back a week later with just a song herself. That was herself. It was in her element. Boom. Didn't really chart the way a Sexy Red song charts. And then she comes back with Tommy Richmond. I said last week she's cooked. I said last week she is cooked. You're like, nah, bro. It's just a cold streak. You're gonna shoot you shoot 20 shots, you miss a few, blah blah blah. She is now 0 for 3 and she is scrambling. She went to the pop star. Didn't work. She went back to her bag. Didn't work. She went to another bag. Did not work. Did not work.
She was on Pike Boy Mac shit too. That
See?
that didn't seem to really take off anywhere. Yeah.
The Sexy Red fall off is happening unless Drake descends from the heavens above
That's
and
not,
gives her a feature,
no.
Could happen.
which could. But that's it.
No.
That's all she's got.
She's been making bad choices, kind of like Ice Spice. Ice Spice at any moment could be on a fucking Pink Panther song again and shoot up at the top of the charts.
Sure.
I like the conspiracy that Sexy Red is a CIA plant. That's what
I have seen that.
I've seen that floating around. People are like, no, but her name is that there's a CIA agent who has her same name or whatever. Like,
Again, her raps aren't great. I pulled up the rap from the song. It's bend it over, shake that ass, show that print, clean ass bitch, smell good, I ain't got no scent. Like, come on.
Reading her lyrics are like reading Lil Wayne lyrics. They sound way worse than they actually are. Like Lil Wayne is tough.
Oh, no. Her
those
lyrics
are-
sound exactly how they sound. Her lyrics sound exactly how the fuck she says them.
It's not about. I'm not going to Sexy Red for the lyrics. I'm just talking about the fact that she is
Are you
0 for
going-
3 and she is dropping in multiple
Are you going to
pockets
Sexy
right now.
Red for anything other than looking at her?
No, I'm not going for that.
I don't know. I think she presents some for some of her bigger stuff. Definitely she has some club vibes. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
there's
she-
some vibes
But
for
she's
sure.
I'm not again. She's got the records that she has that are hits.
Yeah.
But she's now dropped 0 for 3. Is this
I
not a red flag?
No,
Did Glorilla not have a cold streak?
you right. Glorilla is still hot in the streets,
had
and
a cold
Glorilla
streak,
had a
didn't
cold
she?
streak, and
What-
she came
what was
back
that cold
Bullshit
streak?
ass
hard.
504 song that she dropped that constant that hard
Yes.
she blocked them. And she dropped two more bullshit ass songs right after that. And what did she do? We let her cook.
We let her cook, and
We let
guess
her
what? The actual song she came back with was "Let Her Cook." Come on now.
Listen, you need to sit back and have patience. You need
I'm
to sit
sitting
back
back
and
right
have
now.
patience.
I
Listen,
can't
you
be
jumping
more
the
back
gun,
than I am right
you
now.
jumping the gun. You need to sit back
Also,
and have patience. You, talk too much.
You
I
pretend
don't
like
even recall what happened last week. That shit's in the
the
dumpster
past.
somewhere. I don't know who fucked
But
that up,
also,
but
let's not
all I
let's
know
not
is
let's not pretend like Fat, Juicy, and
All I
Wet
know
is
is-
something that everyone don't know.
that's
But
just
Birdie,
gone.
but here's my thing too. Let's not pretend like Fat, Juicy, and Wet is something that we all don't know. Like everybody heard that
No,
goddamn
I'm not
song.
taking away from. I'm not taking away from her. Her hits are her hits. Like I'm coming
I
to
don't
this
care
from
if
a
it sucks
sexy
or
red
not.
fan. but
She
I'm
made
saying-
money off
but,
that
but
shit.
I'm glad that was a good. That was a good point about Glorilla because you know what? I forgot about that cold streak of hers. So I forgot
Yeah,
about
I
the
mean,
cold
I'm
streak.
against
I'm-
you,
I'm
Chris. You
Hell,
know,
Megan Thee Stallion had her own cold streak.
I mean, she hasn't fallen off until she does 11 minutes in space, bro. I mean,
Fly these bitches out to space and let's see what the fuck happens.
She is for sure like 2 months away from twerking in
If
space.
she goes to space, she is for sure a CIA plant.
That being said,
Or
I
could-
will watch a zero gravity twerk of Megan Thee Stallion any day, all day, and every day.
If
They have
if
a second list of the next
Sexy
people
Red
going
go
up
to
to
space,
I might just
I'm
pull it up.
convinced that she is.
I think it
Donald
was
Trump's
fake
side
because
bitch.
if it includes Young Thug, it was fake. Because that
Oh,
got
okay. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, they got Daily Nowed. They got Daily Nowed with that one. That was so funny.
Damn, they got my ass for sure.
Yeah, no, because I looked into that. I looked at that. So the art thing. Before we get into the topics we got, I did the Drake take and the classic albums take, the two videos I uploaded. Bray, did you have anything to say? Because I feel like
It's all on my phone.
It's all on your phone?
right now. Yeah.
Yeah?
I didn't sit here and memorize it, so we'll do it.
it was that good though. It was that good though.
So wait,
I'm gonna cook you a
can
little
you-
bit.
can you give us
No
a-
fucking way.
Well, can you give us a little?
I just cooked you
taste?
just now. You thought you had that one take last week. What you said?
Chris, Platty,
Yo,
can
dog.
you give-
You nailed it.
Platty, can you give us a little bit of an update of what's going on with Drake right now?
Oh yeah. So that wasn't to do with the lawsuit stuff. That was just Drake hanging out with A and Ross and academics. My point is stay the fuck away from that world. But the Drake lawsuits, yeah, because every time Bryce is on this podcast, something Drake or Kendrick happens. It just has to be that way. It just has to be that way every single time.
Yeah.
So Drake's lawsuit, where it's at, we'll touch on this and then we'll move on because none of us are legal experts. None of us care that much besides me. I will say, dude, I am back in on the
studied
lawsuit.
Pre-law in college, motherfucker.
No, you're in on it. You're in on it. But what I'm saying is that like I'm back in on it just off. I didn't know that lawyers could be petty in their documents.
Yes, they can.
Listen to these fucking quotes. Let me pull them up. This shit was fucking hilarious.
Lawyers are the most pettiest people ever.
Yeah, but I didn't know you could be like legally petty.
Hell yeah, that's how you win. That's how the good ones win, bro.
All right, so listen to this. So this is a
how you think
quote.
OJ got free?
This is a quote from like their. This is a quote from their
killed the right
legal
white woman.
document, and this is why, dude. I'm entertained by this. If it's gonna be like this, I'm back in on this lawsuit. I'm entertained. Quote: Kendrick's viral hit assassinating Drake's character and calling for vigilante justice received billions of streams, far more than the artist usually receives, unlike any other song by Kendrick Lamar. Like he was
crazy.
He was just dunking on it, and then he goes, they used damn. Hold up. Damn, I just messed up.
Know how to work a goddamn computer.
Yeah, no technical difficulties right here. All right, so his legal team said they used the biggest cultural stage to assassinate Drake's character by playing defamatory records along with a bunch of other records that nobody's ever heard. They were so disrespectful in this lawsuit. And then
My
he said,
favorite.
one more quote. Then I'll toss it to you. The recording at the Super Bowl had received record-breaking 133 million viewers, including many of who were children, and many of whom had never heard of the artist, the song, or any artists or any songs that preceded it. So basically, they're saying the Super Bowl broke records The record received billions of streams, but yet there was also millions of people that hadn't heard it because nobody knows who Kendrick Lamar is or any other songs. But they do know when it fits our narrative, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. It was just it was so petty and funny, dude. I'm not, this is not a hate. This is not a Drake hate. This is honestly, this is fire. This is how legal courts should be. This is entertaining. Because if you guys are going to pop like this and UMG is going to pop back with some shit, UMG's been getting spicy
UMG's
too.
pop back has been hilarious, but we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, I feel like it sets like even a little bit of a bad precedence. Like, I don't know if that's like the best. I mean, that's like rat beef. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
no, that
yeah.
if we're being serious, that's
Yeah.
why I hate the lawsuit, because it could
Okay.
change rap beef. But I will say, if lawyers are gonna be like this, I'm gonna laugh on both sides, because UMG is
Right.
gonna say so. UMG says some shit like, "Oh, like what's the old adage? You get what you ask for," or something like that. And they
UMG
said,
came back
"Discovery
and
works
said,
both
like, yo,
ways."
Drake, if you really want to expose all of this shit, then by all means, we're going to expose your shit too. Which is the most hilarious part of this, because that they know what the fucking contract says. If anybody else knows who your contract is doing, it's the fucking person who signs you.
So I got the UMG quote right here. 2 weeks ago, his team celebrated a win, the granting of a routine discovery motion. That win will become a loss if this reckless lawsuit is not dropped, because Drake will personally be subjected to discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. This if they're gonna be this petty, this is fucking hilarious. I'm gonna read this shit. I'm gonna read this shit all the time. Does nobody else find this funny? I'm cracking
No,
up
it's
about
interesting. It's very interesting.
this. I'm cracking up about it.
I ain't gonna say nothing. He just pointing at me. I literally ain't say nothing. I was waiting to see what you about to say.
I don't know. The whole thing is very interesting, and like, you know, like I said, lawyers be petty like this, and this is kind of like
I didn't know.
Yeah, this is honestly, bro. It's just one of those things where it's like Drake gonna have to get ready, bro, because whatever is in his contract, they know some shit, and Drake really need to figure out, like, do I really want them to put this out, or do I just want to hold off and, you know, just
It don't sound like
Just
to me. It sound like he's saying
be ready for war with him?
Yeah, it sound like
Both sides think they can win
yeah,
right now.
that's
Let's
what
be
it seem
clear.
like. 'Cause
Both
it sound
sides
like
think
he
they can
backing
win.
down from shit. I mean,
Bro, the beef still continues. It
Yeah.
went from rap, now it's law, bro.
And
Now
the
this shit is law.
charts. They're gonna battle this week. They're gonna battle this week. Just quick predictions, because I don't want to make this a whole subject.
Kendrick
but
already beat Drake after Nokia dropped the video. Kendrick still had the #1 song.
Yes, but he dropped the video to counteract. Do you think but Nokia's still been climbing? They're right now last week 1 and 2. Do you think this week it
wild
stays that?
beefing with the label. Yeah, real big dog shit. Real big dog shit. Yeah.
Talk
So
that
the
out.
day he died, bro,
I
he just
love to
holding
see
it
it.
down.
I love to see it from anybody else. Yeah, nigga. What you talking about?
To the day
we gonna
he
dance on
dies,
that too.
bro.
Independent, right? Independent, right?
But it's somewhat type
Who
shit.
called that shit? Who called my shit?
I think UMG still want their pay.
Is
Yeah,
it
no,
Casey?
they're promoting both-
Is it
I know, that's what I
Ashley?
said. UMG still want their pay.
No, but yeah. So I guess I don't know. Just your take on the quotes, because again, I'm not looking at it. I genuinely believe that Drake has a chance to win this. I don't think he will.
I think Drake Lord is looking for a Brian Steele moment very badly with all this extra shit. Like, bro, just keep it professional, bro. Like, I feel
fuck
like they're
that,
saying
dude.
some of this shit is just to get headlines for real. But
Yeah,
I mean, they
was so
all know that right now this whole thing is played in the court of public opinion. So
Right.
they're trying to fight in the court of public opinion, but at
Absolutely.
the same time,
well, no, actually, I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say they shouldn't do that because UMG kind of on that tip too. So you kind
Oh
of
yeah,
gotta go.
both sides have
UMG
been
way-
publicly
Go back from that,
like
yeah.
playing that game. Yeah, for sure.
UMG got way more fucking bread to put up on this shit.
Yeah.
That's why I think
I'm
ultimately
just
they'll
saying
win.
the way they talking real spicy, real
UMG
slick.
sounded like the fucking Sopranos back in the goddamn
Yeah.
90s. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that we gonna get a new version of Sopranos
Talking
with
about
Drake.
you come to me on the day
You
of my
come to
daughter's
me. You
wedding.
come to me on the day of my
Come
daughter's
to me
wedding.
on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Not Robert De Niro face.
Yeah, you
right.
Like, for real, though,
I was just at an Italian wedding. We were doing that shit all weekend.
But in all seriousness, though, I will say this is going to be one of the most interesting trials because this is going to what we have been trying to do is see how much influence do these record labels actually have on our artists that we like. This is the trial that's going to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the UMG thing that came out this week, UMG is like, yo, you want to talk shit? Then we're going to put your shit on Main Street too.
He said, I don't give a fuck.
And Drake's like, I don't give a
what
fuck.
What y'all tell me?
I
don't know.
Like that's why I'm interested to see how it plays out because I genuinely believe right now.
There's
and this
no
is
way
not,
you going to bat knowingly that you in cahoots with who you going up
with
against.
with this level of confidence. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I genuinely think now. Obviously, there's going to be a winner and loser in this case because there's going to be a verdict. But I will say that right now, both sides absolutely believe that they're winning by the way that they're talking, the way that they're moving, everything like that.
Nah, I'm not saying at all that like Drake like for sure winning
I
or some
think-
shit like that.
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying. I know you're
anything-
just saying the confidence.
Yeah, for anything. I just think it's crazy because I was watching Act Stream yesterday, and he was like basically saying that if UMG was to actually put their business out on the spot for what they do for their artists, like they literally just be telling on themselves. So it's
Yeah.
like
But
I'm trying to figure out what my mind's just like, what is the next move for me?
I feel like UMG
But-
is
but
ready.
like,
I'm ready to feel like UMG actually ready. We talk about the red button and all that shit. I feel like UMG ready to push that shit. Like, oh yeah, you want to call us out? We gonna call you out too.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. Like that's what I said before as the case like unfolded. I said that when it comes to this, like I genuinely don't think a lot of Drake's claims are false. Like there is some illegal marketing practices. But yes, he's also benefited from those in the past, and it's part of the game. And I also don't think, again, to tie it in with my video I did earlier this week, check it out when I talked about Drake with the streamers. There's some things when it comes to, even if you're right, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. We've all been in situations in our life where we might be wrong or we might be right, but it's not worth scorching the earth.
The headache.
That situation.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
That's
not.
every,
It's
that's
not.
every man
it's
that's been in
not-
a relationship with a woman, bro.
It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that. It can
didn't
often.
say
It can often be that. It doesn't have to be
Fuck.
that.
All right, she had it.
But very often.
But no, it's like one of those things where we've all been in a situation where we felt morally or whatever reason we were right, and you know what, we had to let something go because this isn't worth scorching the earth for. And I think that's what this situation is with Drake. I don't think he's wrong in a lot of the things he's saying. I do think there's some things that he's saying that are wrong, but I don't think that everything he's saying is wrong. I don't think that there weren't some illegal marketing practices. I don't think that there
I
weren't
also
some.
think he benefited from them. I
Exactly.
believe he benefited from them same shits too.
Exactly.
And so the problem is, bro, if you want to open up the rabbit, like if you want to go dive down the rabbit hole,
It gets deeper, I promise.
it should get deeper. I promise.
Last thing I want to do is I want to disparage somebody that I haven't gotten the chance to disparage in a while. So, we did a Mount Rushmores were going
campaign over here.
Mount Rushmores were going viral, right? There was a whole bunch of Mount Rushmores. There was dope ones. I came up with my own. I didn't put out there whatever, but like I had fun with the idea of like, okay, Mount Rushmores. So there was a Mount Rushmore of white rappers that went viral. And then MGK had the audacity to say that he should be on the Mount Rushmore
Yeah, that was
of white rappers. And then I proceeded to be even pettier and name a whole bunch of white rappers that I would put on Mount Rushmore before MGK.
Almost all of them.
Eminem,
Literally all of them. Literally all of them.
Eminem, Mac Miller, Action Bronson, ASAP Rock, LP, Russ, all of the Beastie Boys, Vanilla Ice, Logic, according to Google, Google, he's white.
I knew Logic was gonna be on that.
G-Eazy,
wait,
Jack
quick,
Harlow,
real quick,
Chris
stop,
Levy,
hold on.
Yeet, Paul Wall, Asher Roth, Marlon Croft,
Can I just say
R.A.
this
the
man has
Rugged
full
Man,
ass
Asher Roth
list.
is kind of.
Bubba
This man has a
Starr,
full
Macklemore,
ass
Brother
list.
Ali, Iggy Azalea.
You really pushing
Iggy
it.
Azalea.
Oh my God!
You
Okay,
pushing it.
first off, wait, hold up, stop. This man had a full
That
ass
motherfucker
list.
is a top 25 white rapper.
Iggy Azalea?
Hold up. Go
No,
through
MGK.
go through the list. Let's just go through them one by one, real
Yeah,
quick.
say that
Okay,
one more time.
okay, we could cut it down to like
Yeah,
17.
Don't interrupt him.
We
Just
can cut
let
it.
him
We
cook.
can,
I
Let
do,
him cook
I
for
do
a
notice
minute.
Post Malone didn't make.
yeah, well, he's not rap. He's not rap.
Let me hear this list again, bro.
Okay, again, Mount Rushmore only has 4.
Okay.
Eminem,
Or so I've heard.
Nigga, we know how to count. What you got?
Eminem, nothing.
Fine.
Crickets.
Fine.
Mac Miller,
Fine.
Action Bronson,
Fine.
ASAP Rock,
I don't know who is
I don't know
that.
who that is.
Aesop
I-
Rock.
no,
legendary
He's a
underground white
fucking.
rapper.
He's a.
No,
This
no,
one-
no,
this one-
No.
no,
Hey, yo,
nigga,
this
no.
is what.
Okay,
this,
that's
no,
fine.
just
Okay, that's
no.
fine. That's
This,
fine. That's
this
fine.
when Uncle.
Nah, he's
this
fine.
when Uncle gets
It
to
don't
cook.
matter. It's just no.
I'm uncle in this situation. That's when I get to cook. Yes, I agree with that.
Aesop Rock is on there. I agree with that.
LP,
No,
I'm gonna have to listen to
LP,
him.
LP,
LP.
absolutely.
no.
LP.
That was actually that was the argument I saw the most
the
of
weakest
what
part of
people were
fucking-
saying is like, how you not gonna have LP on there? Like that was.
Beastie Boys,
No.
all of them,
Oh yeah, Beastie
any
Boys,
of them,
Beastie Boys.
one.
Beastie Boys good.
Okay, so that's already
Boys
4. So he's off the Mount Rushmore. But we're just gonna keep
I'm
going.
actually wondering
Mike D-
how
Mike
could
D
we
will get the-
include all the Beastie Boys
Mike
on
D
one
will
face.
get the fucking.
Yeah, include them
You know
all.
what I'm saying?
One
Make-
singular Beastie Boy.
One boy.
Split the face up in 4.
One island boy.
That's
Ma-
the Beastie Man right
Make
there.
it all because I didn't mean
That
this to
bitch
be.
holographic.
I didn't mean this to be a topic. I thought you guys were all just gonna laugh and agree. But we could go. I could be
God,
petty.
you're just so smart. We
Russ.
have nothing to say.
Russ
No.
can
Russ,
stay.
Russ can stay.
Russ can stay. What the fuck? Hold up. Who's the 2 niggas you just approved of over fucking
LP and
over
ASAP Rock.
MGK? Yeah, what the
I
fuck?
approve of
And Russ got way more notable, way more
don't know.
notoriety than them 2 niggas. You telling me no?
Not the LP.
Are
I
you
don't
fucking,
know.
bro? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? This nigga doing millions and millions of streams. Who is he signed to?
Yeah, I think Russ, he's independent. Like he's done a lot business wise, but I mean, if we're talking Mount Rushmore, I'm not putting him there. I'm not putting him there.
That's
You
that's
can't.
legendary shit right there. When you ain't got nobody
No.
back and you still doing numbers, bro. I'm not saying he a legendary MC. I'm saying he has made
Yeah.
legendary moves for him to be
Yeah.
up there because he still
No,
gets
we
games.
got-
He has the fan base.
take G
Listen, I probably would too.
It's right there. Don't worry, we gonna get
That's
this.
not my thing.
Yeah,
Only 4 motherfuckers that can sit there. I am not. There is not a chance. I'm putting Russ in this
You're
bitch.
not listen. You're not looking at a motherfucking Russ fan. You're not looking at a Russ fan right
Yeah.
now. I'm not a Russ fan. I'm
know
just
clearly you
I'm
ain't looking
just
at one either.
I'm being objective. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying.
I don't
Alright.
think so. There's only 4. You know
Alright,
what I'm
But
saying?
sometimes
Alright,
I get
hold on.
numbers. I get numbers don't matter all the time, but the numbers have to matter sometimes.
We could.
And especially when it
Yes.
comes to Mount Rushmore. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay, I'm
Come
with
on,
you.
man.
I'm with you.
We talking Mount Rushmore. We not talking about no
Yeah, we
SoundCloud pioneer. We not
We
talking
talking
about
about
no underground
Yo,
mixtape
we
legend.
talking about
No, we're not doing that. It's a lot of those. It's a lot of those. We don't need
don't know.
no. It's a lot of those.
Oh, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. You're
Okay.
good.
But yeah, I don't know. I think again after this, I think we're good on the Russ discussion. But I mean, real talk, even on this list, like numbers wise, like you think he even has
You're not creeping
10%
up.
cumulative of Eminem or Mac Miller or
But
you know
we
what I'm
not
saying?
we
Like,
not dismissing Eminem or Mac Miller. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We are putting all these rappers against
At least
MGK
don't
right now.
argue with Mac Miller. on it. That's not like.
Mac Miller not even the question. We ain't even gotta say nothing. Like that's not a discussion.
No,
That's not a
we've
discussion.
already got
I
the
get that.
4
That's what I'm
universals.
saying.
what Ja Rule think at a time like this.
Here's what Ja Rule thinks of the
But
time
okay,
like this.
okay. So
In
let's
this economy.
let's just take this.
Yeah.
So we've already established that there is a Mount Rushmore that exists without MGK. Now we're just burying him.
Okay.
Now we're just burying him. Now it's
true.
overkill.
But listen though,
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
I agree with.
No, I'm
with
sorry, no.
I agree with him on that though. We are pitting all of these artists have to be better than MGK.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
that
I
is a
genuinely
very
believe
low
everybody
bar.
I've named is better than MGK. I
I'm pretty
genuinely
sure
believe.
Chris right now.
Where are we at again?
MGK at rapping.
I don't know. We're at like 10 or 11. I didn't count.
That's
And
another
then,
one.
listen,
That's
listen
like
up, but listen up.
like, what
And
the
then
fuck?
on top of
That
that,
MGK?
Both Chris's.
we're not about to sit here and act like that he ain't go head to head with Eminem, and a lot of motherfuckers
lose.
are saying he won. No, a lot of niggas say he won more than he lost. On God,
Y'all
say
know
I'm
that-
lying.
I disagree.
And
I'm not giving.
Shot was way harder
I'm not
than
giving.
MGK shit.
Yes,
I
I'm not
honestly
giving
thought
my. I'm
MGK
not
shit
giving
was
my
ass.
opinion. I do know that there are people that say that. I do know that there are people that say MGK won. I do genuinely think that the louder opinion, the more common opinion, is that Eminem won. But I'm not saying that there's not a pretty vocal crowd that said MGK.
I will
won.
say MGK. He came. He
But he
showed,
also
he came in
reached
and
his
showed
best
out.
numbers when he crossed over and he
He
wasn't
showed
rap.
out in that whole thing though. I will say MGK showed out with that whole situation with him and Eminem.
Sure.
I'll give him that.
I mean,
Again, Logic. Do we
That
count
was-
him or not?
Huh?
I don't know. Depends how he's feeling that day.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave that one up to y'all. I'm gonna leave
Yes.
that one up to y'all.
Move on.
Oh, yeah. All right.
yep.
All right. That's a
He's
push.
good.
That's a push.
No.
I
He's
don't
good.
know.
He's
I
good.
don't know.
Certified.
Jeezy.
You telling me
Honestly,
right
yes,
now,
yes,
Logic is
yes.
Yes. No. He's better.
no.
He's better as an
but
artist.
Logic
A white
ain't better
rapper.
than-
But is it what category does he fall?
Is he
in?
a white rapper?
Hip hop, nigga. What the fuck?
We're talking about
No,
white
we're talking about
rappers.
white rappers.
Oh,
though.
now he's white today. The other day he was black. No,
According to
that-
Google.
That's his whole
Oh
career.
yeah, I forgot.
That's
I keep
his whole
forgetting he's
fucking
black.
career.
Goddamn.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
literally he's based his entire fucking career off this. You can't even.
Cool. That's because niggas keep saying, niggas, we still trying to. This nigga didn't even know he was black just now.
Listen,
Come on now.
I forgot, bro.
He gotta let niggas
I
know. I can
When I
say
think
it
of
occasionally.
Logic, when I think of Logic, I don't necessarily think of a black man.
Me
You
neither.
know what I'm saying?
But he claims it a lot.
He white when he cut all his hair off, but when that shit grow, it's curly. It's curly.
All right. G Easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like
Jack Harlow.
better than
Yes.
I'll take
Yeet.
Carlo.
Yes.
Well, I mean, come on.
Paul Wall.
Twizzy shit.
Paul
Yes.
Wall-
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Get him the
yeah.
fuck out of here. Paul Wall's getting
Paul
him the
Wall should
fuck
be
out of
number
here.
one, bro.
Paul Wall only date black chicks. Paul Wall is more of a nigga than me. Like, let's go.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Bubba Sparks.
Bubba Sparks.
I was reaching. I was reaching. I was reaching.
more white women than Paul Wall do.
That's a big reach.
I'll take that over any MGK song. Macklemore.
Facts. No. Lies.
No.
I would.
No.
I would.
Yeah,
I personally would.
Them last few, you just.
I'm just trying to hurt. I'm just trying to hurt.
Nah, like, nah, bro.
Iggy
No Bubba
Azalea.
Sparks, no Iggy Azalea, none of that, nigga.
Bubba
no.
Sparks is a crazy pull.
Bubba fucking Sparks.
I was reaching, bro. I was reaching at the end. But the point being, he's not even nowhere near a Mount
You forgot
Rushmore.
one.
What?
Netspin.
Netspin.
You can't forget about Netspin.
I think that's
I don't know who that is.
Netspin, yeah. You gotta go up there.
So I did this entire list.
Maddox.
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 Hey, you see, he just got arrested.
Nah.
He just got arrested. He got some drug charges out in
Good.
out in California. Yeah, that little kid.
Yeah.
That little kid needs some discipline.
Yeah,
for
nah,
real.
he need
Flatty.
some on
Good
his
is
record
crazy.
so his
you
career
put-
can take
would you put
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He need to
gotta-
fight that case. For
He
real.
gotta put that mugshot as his album cover now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Detroit
100%.
rapper, the Detroit rapper Clue. Y'all putting him in there?
I just want to
got you.
I just want to congratulate MGK on beating Yo Wolf, NF, and Lil Dicky. You're not a twite. You're
Also,
not.
at
You're not a
what point
top
did
20
this
white
episode-
rapper.
At what point did this episode become rank the white rappers?
That was the segment.
You ain't seen the Mount Rushmore trending?
Okay, so all right, so wait, real quick, Birdie, what's your white rapper Mount Rushmore?
Huh?
You got four. You got four white rappers. Tell me who they are.
Gotta take Slim Shady.
All right, bet.
I gotta take Mac Miller.
Those are too obvious.
I gotta take. I'm gonna take Yeet, just cause he half white. Fuck it. And
I like how everyone looked at me at that shit. I'm like, I got.
that fourth spot is gonna have to be.
It's not MGK. You're not considering MGK right now, are you?
You know which one it should be. Come on, brother.
Maybe.
I'm gonna ask everyone the same shit. So,
Come on, bro.
Am I not up to date on my white rapper history?
your beige preference is showing.
Are you giving it to G-Eazy?
It's not logic.
It's
Are you
not,
giving
Oh,
it to
fuck no!
G-Eazy?
Ain't never gonna be
Russ?
Logic,
Russ?
it's not
bro.
Russ.
Huh?
It wouldn't be Russ for me though.
No, you already
it's
said
for,
Russ.
it gotta be for people I listen to though, for real.
You said
Yeah.
Russ already.
Huh?
You said Russ already.
I'm saying
Over
I'm taking
MGK.
Russ over MGK.
Over MGK.
That's all
Not
I'm saying. I'm
his- not
taking Russ
his
over
Rushmore.
All right, what are your
MGK.
4? Give me your 4.
Not his pristine Mount Rushmore.
What's your last
My
one?
last one is going to have to be.
And it should be on. It should be on all of y'all's actually.
What's your 4?
Just go Beastie Boys.
So we got
Just
Eminem.
just
I
just
can't.
just
That would've
please
been my
please the
original, 'cause I
unks.
like the Beastie
Please the
Boys.
You got
unks.
Eminem. You said Eminem. You got Mac Miller. Who's your 3rd?
Yeet.
Yeet.
And then who's your 4th?
I really don't listen to white people. I guess I don't know. I really can't.
I'm telling
even
you
think
right.
of
I'm gonna tell you mine right now, and you can be like, "Fuck, yes, that one too." Logic, obviously, and then his first.
It's so
two.
crazy.
Okay,
I don't
today
know.
he's-
I'm giving him logic. I'm giving him logic just because he's on the list.
Google says he's a white rapper. That's all I'm saying. Watch.
Mac Miller,
Sorry, I took this
What?
Mac Miller, Eminem,
I'm sorry.
Watch.
Logic, and then Paul Wall.
What are your 4?
Paul Wall.
Yeah.
Paul Wall is the one, but his run was so short. It's like
What are your
I don't have none of his discography downloaded. Like I don't really listen to him like that. It's just those songs that was them
Zay.
songs. Like those are the only ones I
What
can
were your
really
4
reflect on.
Logic, Mac Miller, Eminem, and Paul Wall.
Look at my shit. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. I googled literally white rappers.
Why is Post Malone number 3?
Yeah, he's not rap.
Damn, they got Kid Rock on there.
Yeah.
All right.
That nigga was close to owning slaves.
Is that all right?
But I'm just saying again. According to Google,
Okay.
he's white.
Okay, I think, and I'm going to reference this list. I think, and I'll say why too. I just want to give everyone their proper flowers. I think I think that's a given.
Yep.
People love him to death, and I think really for a time he was the most listened to artist ever. Like I could be playing Fortnite and some 10-year-olds would be singing his songs, and you could go to Saudi Arabia and
Drunk on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, right. He's obviously. Mac Miller, legendary. My 3rd, Action Bronson. I think.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, right now, our lists are the same.
I fuck with that shit.
Action Bronson is up there. He's on
Yeah.
there for me.
I actually met Action Bronson outside at a festival, and he was in line for some porta potties, and he was the resident chef too. Not to say that adds to his rapper credibility, but
That's just a fun fact.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
hate to switch subjects, but you've interviewed a lot of fucking cool people. Who's the coolest person you interviewed?
Yeah, the coolest person I've interviewed. I've interviewed, the Trick one that I did a little while ago was fun. I was kind of surprised when I interviewed Rome Streets of Griselda.
Oh, Rome Street. That's dope.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. That's pretty sick.
he was really chill and humble. If you guys know Bruiser Wolf of the Bruiser Brigade,
Yeah,
Danny
my
Brown.
my boy knows Bruiser Wolf.
Yeah. I mean, he was crazy because he kind of came in. He was like, "Yo, I've watched all your interviews, and so I know you structure it like this. Let's do this, and
Really?
that." And I'm like, "That's crazy." And that was when I was really small too. You know.
If you guys don't know who Bruiser Wolf is, imagine if E40 was from Detroit.
Yeah, that's the comparison he
literally
always
what
gets.
that's exactly kind of the style. of music.
Yeah, and
So, if I could ask one more question, what is your interview style like? How do you come into an interview and just decide how you're gonna situate the questions and shit like that?
Yeah. So really, when it comes to interviewing an artist, so for one, I don't watch anyone else's interviews. I don't watch Kid L or Nardwar or Vlad. I just
I mean, that's a given.
yeah, right. I try to make it feel like it's someone's Wikipedia article. It's from their start to end, because I kind of started doing it because, like you guys, I have a love for hip hop, but a lot of earlier artists, which is where I started, their lives aren't super well documented at all. Even a lot of great artists like Eminem, D12, Proof, Stretch Money, all these guys.
Well, Fresh, you talking
Yeah.
about like the fucking
Yeah.
Payroll De Niro, like
Of
all
course.
them shits.
Yeah, right. All of these guys, they've had huge radio play, they've had huge CD play, but if you want to like learn about them or look them up now, it's actually going to be kind of like a blank canvas, right? Which is crazy because like if you're in the city of Detroit, you of course know who they are. Most people know the lore of them, but the story's not there. So that's kind of where kind of making it feel like a Wikipedia article. And of course, if I'm bagging like a really big one where people just kind of know, or they do a lot of interviews, like a Rome Streets or a Trick, or when it comes to something like that, then I just try to kind of think a little outside the box there and try and
That's awesome. No,
thanks.
that's really dope.
That's dope as hell. That's why you're here, is because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the way you have the interviews, the way you thank you.
That's all right.
That's
That's all right.
what's hiding.
That's what's hiding. Yeah.
It was hiding, needs to be shown. No, I that's what I respect about you, is like the way you approach it, so pure, so honest, man.
It's crazy.
So pure, so honest, man. So I appreciate that, and that's a big reason why you're on this podcast. If we want to get into some rap news, this is one thing that we didn't get the chance to talk about that I really want to talk about, and I would love your perspective as someone that's interviewed a lot of MCs.
Yeah.
Is the J. Cole thing with, he did the Dreamville Fest. That's not the last Dreamville. They just scammed y'all. They're gonna rebrand it. They're gonna rebrand it to something else. It's not the last Dream Fest, but it was marketed as that. J. Cole did his thing, and he performed a bunch of deep cuts. The crowd went crazy, and there was that one moment that went viral where he led into some Kanye samples that he had, because he has a lot of Kanye samples in his catalog through his mixtape to his debut albums, and he showed Kanye grace. He said, I know a lot of people feel a way about him right now, but I got love for him. And that was something that was, obviously J. Cole, even though he didn't participate in the beef, the way he operated, his legacy has been in question for the last year. And so the way his legacy has been in question, it's led to a lot of conversations about that. And people were calling him, punk. They were messing with him. They were saying, like, oh, that was soft for you to do that. Where are you at with the fact that J. Cole showed Kanye grace? Because Kanye is somebody that's been dunking on Cole consistently.
Yeah, of course.
So as somebody that's like talked to a lot of MCs.
Yeah. I was just talking to someone who like works for Kanye like last night, which is crazy. To your topic, with the J. Cole stuff, man, I think for one, I always say this, like, Kanye West is the GOAT, and I really think Ye is the WOT, the worst of all time. I'm being so for real, man.
That never came up. I heard that one.
I've never heard that bar before.
Did you just promote Woat on here?
Yeah,
All right,
the
bro.
WOT.
Woat 2025. Let's get it.
unequivocal
The whitest of all
That's what it's like as soon as he changed his name, it was just downhill.
Yeah,
dog. Like,
it
you know
was.
what I mean?
I like the album, Yay. That was good, but I think where he's at now, like, I think one thing about music is, like, it should be creative, right? Like, it's something that should be fun. It should be very expressive. And I'm not even an AI hater like that. I'll use it at work and stuff. But really, like
that cover letter.
yeah.
Facts.
I mean, for punching in your vocals with AI, using AI to make your beats, and then this kind of like AI music videos that melt before your eyes. It's like I think he's always thought of himself as like an innovator and stuff. But I really think he's on his woke run right now.
So how do you feel about the real quick before you toss it to Birdie? How do you feel about the J. Cole part of it?
Yeah, the J. Cole part of it, man.
Like he's showing him grace as somebody that's consistently shit on him.
I think J. Cole's always kind of. I think J. Cole himself is in like a super unique position because he kind of inserted himself into the Kendrick Drake beef, and he just really wasn't about that. And one other thing, like I do not think J. Cole has any kind of part in this any kind of Big 3 conversation or any kind of great conversation. So I think I'm gonna say I think he's always kind of been like a little, I'm not sure the right word, but maybe like soft or spineless. Like he's just not really like sticking up for himself. And I get like really being heavily inspired by Kanye. I don't think that can ever change. But
So that's where I'm at with it. Is like I feel like the J. Cole move. I feel like the J. Cole move was very much on par. It looked at things a different way because a lot of people looked at the Kendrick thing of like, oh, he backed out of Kendrick because he was scared. So while the whole world is dunking on J. Cole for showing grace to a person that he could have easily dunked on, that the media hates, that everybody hates right now in Kanye, him showing him grace, that looked very soft. But I look at it from the perspective of that actually makes the Kendrick thing look better. It still looks away, but it also at the same time it now shows that you weren't. To me, it sheds a narrative that you were scared of Kendrick, and it now just becomes, like you said, a persona of like who you are.
Yeah.
Like he is not the type of person that he doesn't want problems with anybody. He loves hip hop. He loves all the legends to their faults, right, wrong, whatever. And so that to me made the Kendrick thing feel more validated, more real. Like to me, I looked at the Cole, and I know that the internet is dunking on him, but I looked at this Cole conversation in a positive light because now I'm like, okay, you ducked the Kendrick smoke, right? But now the fact that you had another opportunity to dunk on somebody that was so easy to dunk on, and now you didn't, that to me shows, okay, this is just your nature. This is just who you are. You don't want problems with anybody.
just a pacifist.
Yeah, that's who you are. That's how you operate, and that's and so to me, I'm not gonna sit here and act like okay, that's not, you can't look at it a certain way because you can. But to me, it makes it more real now because now it's not you're scared of Kendrick. Now this is your DNA. This is who you are. So while people are dunking on him, I look at it from a form of, I don't know if it's admiration or respect. That's probably too strong of a word because I still do feel a way about it. But it's consistent now. You've established consistency now.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that
Consistency or persistence? I know.
Fair.
I will say though that J. Cole, we all know that J. Cole, even when he talks in his raps about being the hardest, that's not his MO. J. Cole is a guy who actually genuinely enjoys being part of the rap community. He enjoys his friendships. I know, so you got something to say, though. Please go for it.
I'm saying, like, I think with J. Cole do rap like when he think he is the best. I truly do feel like he believes that, but he not willing to go to war about it.
No, he's not. No, but that's actual facts. That's actual
Please
facts.
don't
though.
diss me.
Yeah.
But no, but he's
Please.
because he's really like that. He's like, yo, anybody who steps up, like if you're gonna be the best at what you do, you gotta step up and be that guy. So, like, if you are in the NFL, you feel like you are the best of your position, no matter if you are a third stringer or not. He feels like he has that go.
Basketball, you have that moment. Like sports, like you again, hip hop is a sport. You have that moment where you're like, I have to be the one. So he doesn't have that. I totally agree.
But I feel like he
totally
also
agree.
he's the guy who's like, yo, I'm still gonna be he's like Kobe without the Kobe gene. He's like, yo, I'm gonna be that guy, but also when it comes down to it, these are all my friends. And he's willing to let his friendships mean more than the actual fucking war. Drake and Kendrick don't ever want to be friends. They never want to be friends.
Never.
And so they okay with fucking going to war with each other.
Yeah, Cole's caught and mom and dad are fighting, and like, you know what I mean, like, for real. And he's just like the petulant son that's fucking.
But
you
we
know,
we
in
see
his room
we see
listening to
Cole
crazy.
we see Cole in the car with Drake. We see Cole in the car with Kendrick. That is his shit. He is like, yo, these are my actual friends. I ain't gonna do shit that's gonna mess up the fucking MO. But Drake and Kendrick, they don't like each other. Like, they don't ever try to be friends. They ain't got to be friends.
Well, Drake has tried to be. That's where I always shoot Drake.
Well, Drake
down
did
in
try
the-
to be.
in the
He did, and
beef.
Kendrick's like, I don't fucking
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, I will give Drake the credit. Not that Drake wasn't doing some whole shit, but at the same time, Drake definitely was trying to extend the olive branch. And Kendrick
multiple
is just
times.
A generational hater. A generational
Like your boy
hater.
from Compton said. Like, he was trying to do this shit the whole time. And
Yeah,
Kendrick's like,
he had his moments where he tried to poke Kendrick, like with that line.
well,
That's one of the most like slept on lines in their whole like history, their old.
that's
origin.
what actually caused what happened.
Because he could have said like our boy from Compton said, like my boy from Compton said. He
Oh,
coulda-
no, he knew
but
exactly what he
said,
was doing.
Your boy, yeah.
Because that was when Kendrick said, I'm going to tuck yo sensitive rapper back
Yeah.
in his pajama clothes. And Drake was like, all right, that's what we doing. It's on war. It's on site. And
But I got this record first person
But
shooter.
he-
I would love you for you to be a part of it, Kendrick.
yeah.
No,
he still extended
no,
the olive branch.
I-
Because Drake still wants to do,
Because
Thank God he didn't accept that offer, huh?
oh my God.
That song would have been
That
trash.
song would have been ass.
That's all would have went down the drain, huh?
Trash.
For all the dogs,
Dude.
wouldn't have been listenable.
For all them dogs, because you know that. Let's be honest, we all know that Kendrick would have fucking dissed Cole and Drake on that record, and Drake would have had
Absolutely,
a
he would've.
moment where he had to decide if he's gonna put the verse on there or not.
That should have been doo doo. 2 handfuls of
Drake,
ass.
That shit a 2-pack of ass. That shit.
actually, I hope them cinnamon
That
something
shit weak as hell. That shit is so fucking weak, dog. I swear to God.
All right, so wait,
That shit
I
won.
hate to keep taking over your shit, but so you heard that Top Dog said that Kendrick had a 20-minute version of his diss track.
So that was something that Daylight said, like, when the beef was happening. He was like, yo, I just heard, like, 20-something minutes, like, blah, blah. And what I think, genuinely looking back at it, he was like, there's so many beat changes and whatever. I think what happened is that Kendrick he was very strategic in the beef.
He is.
So I think what he was playing was a combination of everything.
Here's the
And
thing.
so he's looking at it as one song where Kendrick is looking at it as layers. You have Euphoria, you have Meet the
Well,
Grahams.
Euphoria was supposed to be the 20-minute song. Here's
Well,
my
that's,
thing.
but
though.
that's what I'm saying. I
It's
think
like the Drake thing when they were like when fucking Jay Prince came out and said, "Oh, Drake had a song that was gonna respond to Pusha T that was gonna end it." Don't tell me about some shit that we don't hear.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, if you think that Kendrick
which is
had a
why
20-minute
Drake had to
version,
do Hard Part 6.
yeah, if you
He
think,
had to. He couldn't do
can't
that
let that
again.
shit last.
I'm not trying to revisit all that because we're talking about Kanye.
my problem is this. I hate when people are like, "Oh no, there was another song that was out there that you guys didn't hear that was ridiculous." Like, even me knowing that Kendrick won that shit, I still don't want to hear some bullshit about, "Oh, he had a 20-minute version that y'all didn't." No, he did what he did. That's what came out. If he really wanted to drop the 20-minute version ain't nobody gonna tell him otherwise. He gonna drop that shit. Stop teasing me on some bullshit that we all know doesn't exist. When Pusha T dropped The Story of
You say
Adonis,
Pusher T.
Pusher T,
Pusher T.
like when they were like, "Oh, Drake," like when,
That's
Ja-
not, you heard Pusher, right?
Yeah.
when
I
was
heard
crazy.
Picture.
when Drake, when
Yeah.
Jazz Prince
Hard
was like, "Yo, we had a fucking song." Like, no, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about a fucking 20-minute version of Euphoria. What is out is what the fuck is out. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I don't
with-
want to be with the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, with all these artists, I mean, they all have, like, there's been so many disses. Like, Eminem had that giant, 10,000 song leak or whatever by his guy. And they're all, like, all these diss tracks. And it's like, I don't know. At the end of the day, like, it's music to be, like, consumed, right? So if you're not releasing it or anything like that, it's just not on the record, you know?
Yeah. I think we should transition to, because you brought up a great point. You brought up a great point, Bertie, in that, well, I don't know if it's a great point. I know you're passionate about it. We'll see, because I don't know your take on this. Best freshman class. You sent the clip and you said this has to be a conversation. This has to be a topic. This has to.
This is there's a couple that are
Be-
pretenders. I think.
Be
There's a
Mike,
couple.
Bertie. So it came from
There's
the
a
clip.
couple,
The
but I
clip you
think-
sent. I'll set the
I
set the
feel like I know
background.
which one you're gonna say.
I'll set the background. So he
I
sent
ain't got my phone. Man.
he sent a clip. He sent a clip that was Lil Dicky, a great representative.
a great
he-
representative.
he-
Pull up in general, yeah.
Keep pull up like
He was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, and he said that the 2016 class is the best freshman class, and this has been a constant conversation. And I feel like
It's a lot of general consensus.
yes, I feel like that's almost general consensus. 2016's freshman class.
just pull up like the last 5 years before 2016.
I think I have
that's
that.
where
Oh, yeah,
think
I have that right-
2016
I
is
have
the
that right
last
here.
One that
I have that right here. All right,
2016 is the last
Here.
one that's
I'll read it. So here's 2016's class that Lil Dicky said was the best. And again, factor in that Lil Dicky exists in this draft class, so you got to weigh it down a little bit. But Lil Yachty, Designer, Dave East, Denzel Curry, G Herbo,
way in the fucking
Lil
hell
Uzi
if
Vert.
It's just the best.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Lil Dicky, Anderson Paak, 21 Savage, and Kodak Black.
Stop
Fire,
it.
nigga.
Stop
That shit
it.
fire, boy.
You tell me
Fuck
that's
is
the
you
best?
talking
That's
about,
some
boy?
bullshit.
But as
Fuck you
opposed to
mean?
the other, all right, keep this
That's
in mind.
some bullshit.
Keep this in mind, bro.
I got
As
all
opposed
the
to
names. I got all the
You gotta
names.
think
as
about the
opposed to-
star power
I just
here.
want to say, as opposed to other classes, those people are all still relevant to this
All
day.
of them.
All of them.
All
Every single
of
one.
them.
Except
you
Lil
don't-
Dicky.
You don't got
Lil
fucking
Dicky
Kurt
still out
Cobain
here
or whatever the
acting.
fuck. You
Off
don't got
TV,
Kurt
yeah,
Cobains
off
or-
TV.
or-
I'm
or-
glad you pointed that
Listen,
out.
we not about to
whatever.
say 50 Cent not no rapper no more just because he out here doing power and shit. He's still relevant.
What the fuck we talking about?
Do you not get the analogy? Do we not get the analogy?
That was an analogy. That was
Do we
very
not get the
clear.
analogy? I think you need to sit back and relax. So that
No,
White
you need
Claw.
to sit back and we're like, this is motherfucker.
White Claw.
White Claw.
White Claw.
This motherfucker in pre-law. How? All right.
My
What?
boy took pre-Claw.
All right. What do you? All right. What's the year you want me to read? Because I have all of them right here.
All right, just give me 2015 right now. Let's see what 2015 is
2015.
talking about.
So okay. So the
I
year
was just
before.
looking at these. I think it
No,
was
the
like
year. No, the year
2013
before is
or
trash.
2012 was like
2012,
1
2013, 2014,
Yes.
I think was kind of weird. But
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not doing 2015 because I looked at it. All right. So we'll do 2010 because starting with 2009, it was like only like 4 people, and then it started to become what it was. So 2010, J. Cole, Pill, Nipsey, Wiz, OJ the Juice Man, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, J. Rock. Who's that? Fashawn and Donis. There's a couple names I don't know.
Man,
It's like
Hey,
4
hey.
names. It's like
But there's some heavy hitters in
there's
there
some
too.
heavy hitters for sure. We
Okay,
said Wiz.
okay, hold on. Let me just
my
keep
boy
going.
handwriting so bad he can't even type it out correctly.
All right, so let me keep going. So I'm gonna name the next couple years
do your
because
thing,
those are the only years that can compete. So 2011, the next year, Meek Mill, Big Crit, Sci-Hi the Prince, Lil Twist,
No.
Yellow Wolf,
Nah.
Fred the Godson, rest in peace.
Yellow Wolf. For the
Mac Miller, YG, Lil B, Kendrick Lamar, and Diggy Simmons.
you got,
Oh my
okay.
God.
All right.
The highs are
All right, hold on.
I forgot about
No,
Diggy
it's
Simmons.
not.
But
too high.
okay,
No, it's
you're right.
not, nigga. It's like two
the highs are
motherfuckers with
really
the
high,
highs
but the
really
lows
high.
are pretty fucking low.
The lows is fucking.
I'll give
let
him
me
that.
just
The lows are in hell.
Let me just keep reading.
Like dead ass. The lows are fucking
I admit
hell.
that. This is
2012, 2012,
2011 is not that great.
Yeah, 2011 is not it.
All right, 2012. Future, Kid Ink, Danny Brown, French Montana, Macklemore, GOAT, Don Trip, Machine Gun Kelly,
Also, goat.
also GOAT,
These are all the
Hobson,
white people. These are all
Oh,
the white people.
Hobson.
Iggy Azalea ahead of MGK,
This is half
and
the
Roscoe
Mount
Dash.
Rushmore conversation.
This is the white.
It's
This is
over.
the white.
Very white list.
It's over. It's over. Go to
What
the next
was going
one. Go
on
to
in
the next one.
2012,
All right,
bro?
all right.
We can
All
move on.
right, 2013. Schoolboy Q,
Go.
Trinidad James,
Go.
Joey Badass,
Go.
Absol,
Go.
Logic, another white rapper, Action Bronson, Kirko Bangs,
Hey, it's a fire. This
Travis-
fire list, boy.
Travis Scott, Dizzy Wright, Angel Hayes, and Chief Keef.
All right, that's a pretty good
Banger
list.
list, bro.
That's a pretty good fucking
high-
list.
Banger list.
very high.
Already
Now
had
it's
it
a lot
going with
higher
Logic.
than
All right.
That's a good list.
2014,
Logic
and
took
then,
them up
and then,
here.
and then, and then we're
Man, put the arm up to them. They keep talking.
2014.
to be like, yo, me back from talking.
And then we'll. I think that was the 2015 one. Chance. So 2014 is Chance, Rich Homie Quan, Isaiah Rashad, Ty Dolla $ign.
Go.
Did he just
Isaiah
call
Rashad's the GOAT.
Chance the rapper trash?
He's good.
All right, I'm just
Wait,
I'm
did you
just
say
leaving it
Chance
there.
Rapper? Recently? What? Tell me the last time you released a good ass song.
Every song
Don't
that he's
worry.
dropped in the past
Don't
3
worry,
years.
I'll wait.
Every song he's dropped
What?
in the past 3
This
years
man
has been
just said
absolutely fire.
Chance the
What are
Rapper
you talking
is
about?
trash.
He's an elite
Recently,
lyricist.
in the past, since
No,
he been
the-
on Netflix.
I
that nigga's
stand by that. I stand by that. Oh, all right. Let me start the list over.
Please.
Chance, Rich Homie Quan, Isaiah Rashad, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Durk, Kevin Gates, Troy Ave, Vic Mensa, Lil Bibby, John Connor, Jaron Benton, and August Alsina.
All right,
That
Vic
shit
Mensa, go.
started off so good and then just slowly
No,
just
no,
started.
wait. You guys
That's
That was a pretty solid one.
That,
Nah.
I'll
Lil
give that
Durk,
like a 50-50.
I-
Listen though.
Kevin
We
Gates, whatever.
comparing this to
Troy
the
Ave had his
2016
moments.
Right.
Vic
2016
Mensa, go.
freshman list. We are comparing this to the 2016 freshman list, and this nigga just said Vic Mensa to go. We gonna talk about that later. But listen,
But Chance the Rapper ain't do shit, right?
Chance the Rapper, come on, like what the fuck is he talking about?
I give you some
What's
of that
wrong
one.
with this man?
Nigga, how about
This nigga be putting on this
Sure.
nigga Vic Mensa be putting on mascara and shit. Like what the fuck are we talking about?
How much money you willing to pay for a Vic Mensa concert today? Hey yo, no Birdie. How much we willing to pay for a Vic Mensa concert today?
You gotta pay
What would
me.
I pay?
You gotta pay me.
Right now, I wouldn't pay this moment right now. Tell me I'm talking about. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. What is he talking about? How much money you willing to pay?
I'm not paying a fucking dime.
All right. So you wanted the goalie. The goalie. This is the goalie. 2015, the year before. Dej Wolf, Fetty Wap, Goldlink, Cake Camp, OG Mako, Rory, Shy Glizzy, Tink, Vince Staples, and
Vince
Kid
Yeah,
Kid.
Dope.
I think it's mostly
Vince Staples is
misses.
dope as
That's
fuck.
what's
Crazy
2014,
is, bro.
2015.
2015. It's literally. I think 2012 is really the only other contender.
I gotta listen to it.
Or
Ain't none of them
2011.
fucking with 2016 though. I'm sorry. 2016 is just
one-
fucking on
the
fire.
one-
2016 has the least lows. But
The least,
there's-
definitely least lows.
But there's other classes that have higher highs.
Okay, what is
Yes
2016?
and
Give me
no.
2016 again.
But I think 2016 is the best.
Yes and
Chris,
no.
can you go through 2016?
All right, so 2016, one more time.
2016 is fire.
2016 is crazy.
I can't.
2016
looking
is
at it.
insane, bro.
Lil,
Like, yo,
Lil
what's
Yachty, Lil
Fire.
Yachty, Designer.
All right, we can that's the lowest low.
That's literally might be the lowest low. That might be the lowest low.
Ass.
All right, Davies, Fire.
Fire. Don't try to shit on Dave East to prove a point now. Come on now. We know Dave
I
East
agree.
fire. Stop playing, nigga.
Denzel Curry,
Love this
Fire.
song.
Age like wine, yeah.
G Herbo,
Fire. Fire,
Lil-
nigga.
Lil Uzi,
fire.
What the hell?
Great.
What
Yeah.
the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Man, bro, run it through. No reactions, please. So
All
we
right,
can
all
just
right,
get
all
through
right,
that.
all right. No, yeah. Lil Yachty, Designer, Davies, Denzel Curry, G Herbo, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, 21 Savage, Kodak Black.
Fucking go.
Bro, it's like 2 misses on there at the most.
I
the
dare you to
most.
say Anderson .Paak.
Designer and
I dare you
Lil
to say
Dicky.
Okay, thank
Oh,
God.
Lil Dicky, okay.
Designer and Lil Dicky.
Thank God.
At the most. And I'm still.
He's our rapper though. He
What
shouldn't
you
have been
mean?
there. He
I'm
shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have
Anderson
been there.
.Paak hater. Like, what the fuck?
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. No, I
You went to
honestly,
the concert?
real
What's the
shit. Real
concert?
shit. Anderson .Paak should not have been there.
Yes,
He's our
and
rapper.
no, but I'm glad he on there because that kind of just boosted
that-
up
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
To be
bit.
fair though, that Anderson .Paak.
And he fucking Mariah.
Yeah.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
He
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, nah.
Anderson .Paak had to set the stage for the rest of what this list was.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as like hits or misses, I'm gonna say it. I don't think there's any misses. I know you said Lil Dicky
Designer.
and Designer. I believe Designer when he said he was shafted by his relationship with Kanye.
No, I do
putting that out
believe
there.
Okay,
I do
right.
believe that, but I also believe that like
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Name
I've
another
heard
Designer song.
I've heard all of his other. No,
Timmy Turner,
I
Panda.
have a hot take. I have a hot take.
Those two.
fucking TikTok, not an actual song.
It's like those two, the remixes. Like that's about it.
I will tell you. This is genuine, and this is so crazy. This is gonna sound insane, but statistically, I have a top 50 song of all the songs I've listened to, and it's a Designer song, and it is an R&B
you
song.
Are, yeah, you are on that. You've been talking to me.
It's
about
an
this for
R&B song.
fucking Years. Yeah, you've always really.
Destination Designer, banger. Nobody knows it.
I dare any white woman who is listening to this show right now to sing any lyric from that song. I will pay you if you can sing a fucking lyric from that song.
Say, white woman aside, anybody in general. I feel like.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
It
when
doesn't matter. Do you listen to the lyrics when your back is getting blown up?
I'm not saying
I
Designer's
listen
a
to
miss,
lyrics on my back's
but
getting-
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
my back ain't never got blown out, so I couldn't even ask you what's going on when that's happening ever in life.
I'm trying to be nice.
Ever in life.
Birdie,
I just want to put that on the record.
what the fuck was that?
I was asking.
know.
I was asking.
What the hell?
I was asking the gentleman.
It's
was asking
a panel
for
full of gentlemen here. Who was you asking? Who
I
was you asking?
I assume, and maybe it's wrong for me to assume that everybody has had experiences with women. That's like, I'm assuming that
And a woman blew your back out?
no, you don't.
What you sounded like.
Rewind 10 seconds. It's okay when the podcast drops. Rewind 10 seconds, and then you'll figure it out.
Zesty Zay got replaced by
Then
goddamn
you'll figure it out.
Curtail Chris.
So, Curtail Chris is crazy.
None of that.
Okay, but to close, best freshman class. Everybody has to vote. We've read all of the nominees.
I'm going 16.
16.
16 is crazy. 16 got the most. Got the like. It's all like it's pretty much like whoever is now like highly known now. They got the best ones, and it's like they had just straight bangers all throughout.
The fact, a lot of them is going on their year 10.
That
Going
is
on
true.
year 10.
That is
Longevity.
very
Still
true.
got relevant.
I mean, like
Longevity.
the 15s are going to 2025, and a lot of them are still relevant.
Goalie.
Who?
Hey,
That for you.
go,
I did that for you.
my nigga.
Hey, you know what? Hold up. I gotta say something real quick. You got a
My
lot of,
nigga,
you got a lot
Go
of-
League released
hold
a
up.
song today. Did you
got a-
listen to it?
Bryce, you
That
got a
shit
lot
go
of-
Live support.
You got a lot of nerve talking shit about Logic when you a big Go Link fan, bro. I swear to God, of all
Slowly
people, dog, come on.
Nah, listen.
That
I'm
motherfucker-
You look like a goddamn replaceable
I'm sorry,
principal.
listen.
That
Shut
motherfucker
the
waited
fuck
till
up.
Mac Miller died and said, "I know." That
This
motherfucker
replaceable
waited.
ass principal trying to
I
talk
can't get
about my
over this
shit.
Vic Mensa comment. Like, that shit's still stuck in the back of my mind. Like,
Dallas Mama said, I don't give a fuck what anybody
this nigga
says.
said
Dallas
Vic
Mama,
Mensa. Goated.
chest out, everything. Like, oh,
Down on my
hell
luck
no.
is still one of the best songs ever recorded. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Okay, so you said
This nigga really
what
said
draft class?
Vic Mensa.
Mensa.
Chance the Rapper.
That's what killed me too. Like, come on now. Like,
Is
hold
the
up.
going draft class the best? What's the XL? Which one did you pick? Your vote. If you need to scroll through them again,
I would
got
need
you
to
right
scroll
now.
through. I think it's like was it the 2012 class? I think.
2011 is the one with.
So 2011
Kendrick
is
and Mac Miller.
Kendrick. 2012 is this one.
Wiz might be 2000.
You know I
was
can't see that shit from
2010
here.
or
Tell me
11?
who's in it.
Future, Kid Ink, Danny Brown, French. Kid Ink was somebody that I bought a lot of stock in, and I was wrong.
Me too. Yeah.
Macklemore, Don Tripp,
No, fuck that class.
MGK.
Well, what was 2011? Shit.
Snapbacks and tattoos.
This is probably the one you're gonna pick. Meek Mill, Big Crit, Sci High, Lil Twist, Yo Wolf, Fred the Godson, Mac Miller, YG, Lil B, Kendrick
It was
Lamar.
during the blog era. That's gonna be my pick.
Okay. 2011. All right. Zay.
Already told you.
2016. Oh yeah, you did.
It sound
All
like
right.
some of
so
them
Rich-
bitches got way more than 2016
Eric.
too.
Eric, which one did you have?
You're good.
No, sorry.
I mean, for me, I think it's again just weighted as an average. If we're like looking at the mean of talent,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think it's 2011. And I mean, if you see those ciphers, like it was like so crazy to see like Kendrick pass the
ciphers
mic
right now is
to Lil
ass.
B. Like
Them
that was
ciphers
that
right now-
was
That
crazy.
is
now
crazy.
they're
terrible.
That is a
Yeah.
wild. That is a
Yeah.
wild thing. Kendrick
And-
passing the mic to Lil B is insane.
And you know,
that's a fantastic point, and I think that is a
Yeah.
beautiful blending of worlds. But,
Yeah.
hey, shout out Lil B to Bass
and
Out, man.
yeah, it
think
was
that
just
was
so
done on
awesome.
purpose.
Yeah, you see
Shout out.
like Kendrick just smiling the whole time while Lil B's rapping and stuff. And I'm gonna say this, like I think as far as like actual influence on like culture, Lil B's like on all these double XLs.
He's the reason
he's
that
gotta
internet,
be, like,
the internet rap era
Yeah,
is what
right.
it has been. you know
meme
what I
rap.
Hell
you
of feet.
You hear kids say Ohio,
Hell of
let him
feet.
cook. That all like stems from
Let,
Lil B.
yeah, let him
That's
cook.
all
Let
the
him
bass
cook is a
got.
little beeline. That's what like these bro.
Yeah.
These kids don't fucking understand that shit, dog. Based is like
Yeah.
the perfect example. Like these kids, everyone's using the word bass now.
Yeah,
Like, they
that's
don't-
him.
Yeah.
I'm only putting one person over Lil B, and that's Chief Keef. That's it.
Chief Keef.
That's
Yeah,
it. Chief
but
Keef. That's it.
I don't think Chief Keef had
This
enough.
Negro shows violence.
He didn't have
This
as many
Negro
of those
shows
like
violence in life.
grabbable things that like held on to pop culture like Lil B did. I
you
think
crazy?
I think that their influence in music has
Are
been
you
exactly the same, but as far as
Fuck
actual
no.
culture,
Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Nate, give me
Do
something.
you listen to music nowadays?
Give me something Chief Keef has said. I'm saying like
Said.
no, I'm saying outside of music.
Are we outside? How many niggas you know
Shut the
got
fuck
dreads
up.
right now?
All right, hold up. You're
How
not
many niggas you know got dreads right now?
you're not
A,
listening
a
to me.
shit ton. How many niggas you know do drill rap right now? A shit ton.
That's music. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about
But
pop
that's
culture.
but we all
Even
talking
that
about. That's
basic
what I'm
ass
talking
bitch
about.
Ice
Music.
Spice.
Huh?
Even that basic ass bitch Ice Spice do drill music.
I'm talking about just the only difference I was saying is that Lil B has the extra influence of pop culture because he was the internet era. He coined the term bass. He coined the cook and dance. He cursed Kevin Durant. He fucking like all
James
these
Harden.
things overall. James
I mean,
Harden.
a lot of internet-
that those are just. Obviously, Chief Keef is. I'll never deny it. Chief Keef is one of the most influential rappers fucking of the modern day. But at the same time, Lil B just had that little spice in there of like pop culture reference, you know, that kind of thing. These kids are saying, "Let him cook." That was Lil B. The cooking dance was Lil B. Like these little things. Those are the things that I
The
don't
term
think Chief
"let 'em
Keef
cook"
had.
and the cooking dance two different things.
Okay.
No, but they're both Lil B.
So
Lil
so
B,
let-
Lil
so
B
let's go
invented
to
both
that.
of
So
them.
you're saying 2016. What are you picking as your class?
It's either 2016 or 2011. It's really fucking hard. 2011 was Kendrick and Mac, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's tough. That's like two of your
Them two
top
alone
three.
bring that list up
This
pretty
is
high.
what they call this is what they call the duality of man. You feel me?
And Lil B in 2011. So they were just advocating for.
I know. Well, no, obviously, I advocate for a lot of people, but
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that,
In 2011.
like
yeah,
I said,
that's-
as far as it goes, I think the higher highs were out of 2011, but I think
Consistency.
consistency of
What's
2016 is
2016?
unmatched.
It's unmatched.
Like, that's where it really is.
Unmatched. I'm with that. I'm with that. The other thing I wanted to tap into on this episode before we get going was like there was there was a lot of conversation around a lot of the new music that dropped in the last couple weeks. There has been several records that have dropped. I think the biggest is JID, and what I want to do is have a conversation that this is obviously, given the fact that he has said the album is on the way, this is a lead single. We can assume. It's not officially announced as that, but we can assume that if he's promoting an album and he's saying I got an album coming and it's done, and he's dropping a song.
I think he performed it at Rolling Loud Coachella, whatever it was.
So
Coachella.
my thing is this. So Jid dropped a song, Work. And before I give my opinion, because I gotta just have a one-on-one with Jid off of listen to this record.
He's listening.
Where's everybody at with this record? Jid Work, where we at?
I like it. I don't think it's that fresh or I don't see it as something that he hasn't already kind of done in a way. But like I still like it. Like to me there's very rarely anything Jid does that I don't like, you know what I mean? But like at the same time, yeah, it's of the formula. That's like the way that I'll put. I don't want him to make a whole album of surround sounds, basically. Like, you know what I mean, kind of thing. Like trying to match that again.
I understand where he's coming from, where he's trying to make that fucking pop single that he's trying to achieve. That's the only thing for him. Once he gets that next level moment, it's gonna be great for him. But no, the song is not bad. It's just not
Ass.
It's not as good as he could do. Like, let's be honest, those first fucking bars are fucking weak as shit.
I don't remember.
All right, y'all are taking it the way it needs to be taken. JID is somebody that has elite potential. Somebody that I have been
He should be one of the best rappers of all time.
a big component of. This song,
Is not great.
I will take every single song off his last album over this. Every single song.
But at the same time,
Hold on. Well, this is your lead single. This is your announcing I have an album coming. And you combine that with the fact of the quote, and this is the worst quote. When you
what did you expect when you saw the title of this album this title of this song that it was gonna be better than you be? Like this song was.
No, yes, I did expect that a JID song better than the song is.
Sometimes you kind of you get the context clues off the title.
You know
I
what
get
the
what you're
fuck
saying.
is coming out, dude. You know this is him trying to get the fucking.
So he's trying to. Okay, even if he's trying to play the pop shit, that's fine. Play the pop shit. That's good with me. I don't care.
I knew what this shit was gonna be. Man.
No, I'm judging it off. Of a JID fan. I'm judging off of looking through his whole discography and looking through what JID is.
He wanted a fucking radio single. This is his best attempt.
And it failed. It's fucking
fail.
flat.
Yeah, I mean
It's
The album's
flat.
still gonna be fire. The album's still gonna be fire, and this one single was his attempt, and it's not gonna do well because we all knew it wasn't gonna do well because JID is not that guy. JID is the guy who's gonna give us fucking bars and fucking elements of his album that we're gonna love.
surround sound wasn't meant to be what it was,
It's
and
not him.
it became what it was. This is pandering.
This is little brother.
This
man.
is
not his shit.
this is pandering, and guess what? That's a red flag. That's a red flag when you get into an album. If you are dropping a single that like, okay, I know this isn't it, but this will appeal to this demographic, which by the way, it doesn't. It does not.
It doesn't even. It doesn't really even appeal to the demographic that he already has.
So
let
here's
alone other
here's the thing
demographics.
about JID's record, is like JID
Zach,
drop the single. Oh, good catch.
It's like a man fucked up the whole thing.
Good fucking catch. Good fucking catch. We're gonna have a lot of this.
It's not.
So the thing about this record is like, the issue is with JID is that I think he has the ceiling to be one of the best rappers in the game. And when you come off the Forever Story, which I genuinely thought was his best album,
This nigga Bryce turn.
It's a great album.
it was his best. I genuinely believe, I feel him when he puts out the quote of that. I thought this album was it, and it wasn't. But guess what? When you do that, and it doesn't match the results that you expect, what does that put you in? That puts you in a mode of desperation. And desperation can either do one of two things. When your back is against the wall, you're either going to do one of two things. Either going to put forth the best effort that you ever put forth, or not effort, I wouldn't say that, results, because everybody can put effort in. I'm not judging anybody's effort. I'm not judging JID's work ethic. I don't want to do that. You can either put forth the best results that you've ever put forth because you were doubted, or you could put forth the worst. Like, there is no middle ground with this album. And this quote, combined with this single not being it, is an absolute triple red flag. This album, I love JID. This album is not going to touch the Forever Story. It's not going to touch that. JID, we had the conversation before on this podcast. Can he reach that superstar ceiling? That superstar ceiling, I don't think he can reach it. Based off of this moment, because you can't drop the Forever Story and not get better. If you don't get better, then that's it. You put yourself in a bag. And listen to the record, listen to the lyrics on Work. He's talking about rapping fast. He's talking about rapping at a high level.
Exactly.
And what is that? That is the biggest red flag any artist can do.
Rapping is the worst fucking move you can ever make.
Whenever a fast rapper raps about how well they rap, that is the biggest red flag.
And look, I said this probably, I want to say 3 weeks ago when we had a JID discussion, whatever. You can slide it.
I was trying.
No, you're good. So I remember having this discussion probably 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. And I was like, at the end of the day, like, my problem with Eminem, right, is that we know how fucking well you rap, but make a song. Like, make it, rapping well and making a song are two very different fucking things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could rap your fucking ass off all day, but if it's not appealing to the ears, if it doesn't sound good, then what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? And so that's like what I said about JID was like, what he, I think, really needs to deliver with this album is that he needs to take that shit, and it's not that you can't rap fast or whatever, like, you could do that, but take the song, your structure of your songs, take your songwriting more seriously, take everything.
Get a single. Give me 2 singles
right
out your shit.
Let's
you got
get singles.
21 songs. Give me 2 singles.
And if this
he
is
tried
a single,
one and it didn't really.
If this is a single, he's sinking. He's not swimming. And I love JID, but this album, I have lost almost all my faith in this JID album. Because
I don't think it's gonna be inherently bad.
No. In the terms of because I look at him through the perspective of can he be a superstar?
I don't
because
think
I think he has the superstar
I don't think he
capability.
has it in him, man. Like, in all honesty, I think that he is a great rapper.
So you
I
think,
that he has
you
the
think the
technique.
Forever Story is
This is
his
gonna be
best?
his peak. That's gonna be his peak. Yes,
I agree, and that's disappointing. That's disappointing to me.
100%.
The way I looked at JID, if the Forever Story is his peak, I am disappointed.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
don't know.
certain-
I mean, you got like I get it. You know, work was a miss, but I mean, you kicked off the podcast saying Sexy Red like fell off for 3 misses. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
work,
a fair point.
work is one miss. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think there's a
everyone
certain
has.
thing about being able to be a radio darling that you either have or you don't, and
I don't
it's
think
not.
JID has it.
And there's a certain thing of it's not like a formulaic thing. It's not a actual like this is who I am thing. I think there are people who get it and who don't, and sometimes you just don't get it, and it's not a bad thing for you. Like, you can have a great career. I'm going to see Little Brother, one of my favorite hip hop artists in Chicago this fall. They were Lil Wayne's favorite rappers. Like there's just certain things about it, but
Drake has
the
big
finale
respect
tour.
for them.
It's their final tour, right?
yes, it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, sometimes it just don't work out.
Fonte's
for you.
R&B is slept on, by the way. I
Oh,
just gotta say that.
highly.
I just
But
gotta say that, bro. Like, can we Beverly Hills, bro? Like, Fonte.
all that to say, yeah, sometimes it's not meant for you, and that's okay. Sometimes it's not meant for you, and
Okay,
you just got to accept
and
that.
that's all. That's all I want. That's all I want to establish.
And yeah, no. Well, aside from that, yeah, Fonte is dude. He's such a fucking.
He's so cold.
He's a big influence on so many people in the industry.
So
I
He-
can't remember. There's one.
There was
artist-
no 808 and Heartbreaks before Fonte
there's one-
dropped
there's an
fucking the
artist that-
Chitlin Circuit.
I
So
can't
I'm,
remember
I'm,
who it
I don't
is.
care what anyone says. The Chitlin Circuit. Everyone who's like, oh yo, Kanye did like Kid Cudi and like Belter all them. No, it was fucking the Chitlin Circuit before they even got fucking known. That's the original shit. Fonte was a singer rapper before any of these other motherfuckers even tried that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I rest my case.
I don't disagree. I
Let
don't
that
disagree
sink
with
in.
that. I would disagree with that. Birdie, where are you at with JID? How do you view him? Like, as how do you view him? Simple question.
I think pretty much the same thing like I said last time. It was never, I think rapping, he rap to actually, that's rare. That's why we admire like Ken, because it's possible to be an artist like to reach those types of, like the last time we seen him before that was
Like,
Yeah, Lasers was objectively, I think, one of his most successful albums.
Come on now, listen.
Right. I'm not denying that, but it was successful.
Yo, I will give you, but fucking Lace is one of the worst albums.
It was, man.
Who was two of the
Smoke.
best albums he ever made.
Yeah, and then some other shit.
and Tetsuo and Youth is fire, and he's went on to have a great career.
Fuck that on you. Food and Liquor 2 was good too. Food and Liquor 2, bro. That the fucking the fucking the Troy sample. Bro.
100%,
Bro, oh my, and he's talking about the. Okay, you know what? I am going. We'll talk
Drill
about it after the
music
podcast.
and Zion, like no, Lupe has gone on to have a great catalog outside of what he obviously he had a different trajectory and things played out the way they played out. And we could do a whole separate podcast on Lupe because I love the Lupe conversations about like him, his impact, where he went. I love that conversation. But sticking with the JID, yeah, I think this is gonna be a good rap album that rap fans will enjoy. I will.
will always be Slum Village.
I will.
A group that you love, if you know, but outside of that, never gonna get
not
bigger
reaching
heights.
that height of whatever. Because I'm a big Slum Village fan too, and it's like I know that Slum Village was what they were for what they were, but you can't really take it out of that context. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
can't
and that's
outside of like maybe like Fall in Love and like
So-
the couple of songs that really hit out of the massive discography that they have.
So that's where like the JID competition is like a lot of people, myself included, viewed him as somebody that had things come together the right way. He was gonna cross over and have some of that mainstream appeal to an extent, because I always felt like the way he rapped, there was a ceiling for that.
He is
But-
what he is, and that's what he's gonna be.
But yes, he could have absolutely reached a different commercial ceiling, and I
Freddie
think
Gibbs, he the fucking truth of like what a actual ceiling would look like.
and to like okay, so JID, I think he does. I think I've said how I feel about his
You
album.
think he's way better than he like? You think he could be actually one of the GOATs, and he should be.
I thought he could have been, but I thought the way things have come together has told me no. Like there was a lot of buzz about him about DiCaprio 2. He dropped DiCaprio 2. I didn't hate that project. I like that project. There's a lot of there's it's good, but it's not wow. And so then he said when he dropped this isn't my Good Kid, Mad City.
That's what
He
he was
specifically
that's what
referenced.
he was promoting the Forever Story as.
He's
kinda
specific,
like-
yes. And so he built up the Forever Story to be this moment,
Which
and
is
I thought,
it's a fantastic album.
and to be clear, that was my number 2 album that year. And there is a very real, and I won't dispute anybody that argues it as the best 2022 album. To me, it was damn near a tie between Mr. Morale and Forever Story. Like I think they were very neck and neck. But given off of what JID has dropped since then, I don't have the same confidence. But you know what I do have the confidence in? This man right here.
All right.
This man right here.
You know what, Jed,
Nicholas
man?
Grant.
I think so much of because you always see him in these conversations. I don't know, maybe this is just like a thought that just popped in, but like his lane might be like in the features. He was on people loved his feature. He did a song with Imagine Dragons,
Yeah.
and that was big. People thought he was the best part
Well,
of
that was-
Death of 82.
That was the highlight of the whole album for me.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was
Right.
I agree with that, and
What
I
did you
Dragon. So he had moments to his album, but this single combined with the quote and the single not hitting, that's just a red flag. Again, I could be wrong. We don't got the album. It is 12 songs, and this is my least favorite song. And then I'm backing on JID. But statistically, if you are dropping your lead single, you have a lot of confidence in this record. If this is the record that you are choosing to present to us as a trailer to what you got going on, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good on it. I'm good on it. But like, again, when we talk,
I'm still in the base camp of fucking the Never Story being my favorite project from him. Like, because I remember when I came across him in like I was in college, like whatever. I found him completely like organically through the internet. Or
He was
whatever.
fresh, yeah.
Ended up finding and like that album like had such a fucking impact on my whole music consumption through college and whatever. And it's like to me like I don't think I could ever see him topping that for me because that was all I needed from any art. It's like okay, Isaiah Rashad, like that's a good example of like okay, you got The House is Burning was a good album. I don't think anything's stopping the Sun's Tirade for me. Like, you know what I mean? There's like there's certain
The demo was way better.
well, Sylvia demo is great, but The Sun's tirade for me it encapsulated everything that he was doing on that album and more.
Sun's Tirade is-
Sylvia Demo. Well, the second track on Sylvia Demo is one of my favorite songs of all time. So 100%. It's top 10. But either way, I'm like, to me, like, I'm not really looking for JID to like wow me anymore. Like, because from day one I was wowed enough from whatever.
I really don't expect shit from JID anymore that I haven't already heard.
Well, he's on the Titanic right now. That's already
Good for him.
Sink.
I don't know what to tell you. Get that Katy Perry love, but seriously, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to tell you. Ain't nothing that you give me right now that's new.
Yeah,
I want new.
This wasn't
shit.
fresh. It wasn't anything that we haven't heard before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's disappointing.
You know what
Heard
artists,
before. Oh my bad.
You know what artists do though when they
If you give
only
me-
got a
if you
certain
say
level of
I swear to God.
creativity,
They tap back into the box that they've already.
they make a love album. All he needs
Oh.
is a good love album. That's
He can
hitting.
sing.
He can sing.
He can.
Oh,
JID
listen.
can sing.
Listen,
Interesting.
a love album.
He's actually one of the best rapper singers. Him,
Ever.
Gold Link, IDK.
Logic.
He
We'll
makes
find
sure
a
he
way.
tap gold link in
We'll
there.
find a way to bring going into any
It's
conversation.
like no.
Oh my
Nigga, you
God.
been asking me to do this
Oh
for
my
fucking 3 weeks. You been asking me to come here to do this shit for 3 weeks.
I will say it is impressive that we've gotten 8 episodes with you without a goaling reference. It is
Too bad, nigga.
it's it's monumental. But you know what? While we're highlighting new music before we move on to closing thoughts, because
Can I talk about Black Party, who is actually one of the best artists?
smooth.
He's smooth as shit and signed to fucking Childish Gambino's record label.
What is
Dope.
this label called?
I don't know. Whatever he
Childish
wants it to be.
Records. It's like nah. Need to be like.
No, but I'm just curious. No, I'm curious because I didn't know he had a label.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't
Yeah, he
either.
does. And he
Let me get some eyes on this.
Black Party.
Yeah. Go ahead, get the
Black
research on
Party
that.
Not
from
good
New
music.
Orleans and LA. One of the best, smoothest singers just released a new album, and that's how I know summer's ready.
Okay.
Go ahead, cook.
Me? I got one comment and one comment only, and it's this guy right here.
Nicholas?
Nicholas Grant.
He don't. I know for a fact he don't like the fact that we all call him Nicholas.
I was gonna say it first. That's what I first said about it. That nigga got comfortable as hell, didn't he?
Dropped the whole government.
I
Whole government.
I don't think that Gambino has his own label, but he has been loyal to an independent label called Glass Note Records for a long time.
Yeah, and
I think that's what
and
it is. Yeah.
Black Party is part of it.
Sweet.
You got anything?
For what I'm listening to, like
Yeah.
new drops.
Just new drop.
The artists Black Milk and Fat Ray put out a project.
Hey, shout out Black Milk.
from
dog.
Black
Detroit.
Milk is
Hey,
fire.
Black Milk from
That's
Detroit.
That's Detroit,
Shout
baby.
out.
That's what
That's
I'm talking
Detroit
about.
right there. Let's go.
Black Milk is so fucking cold, bro.
Yeah, featuring Guilty Simpson, Danny Brown,
Also from the
and
D.
Bruiser Wolf. Yeah, 3
That's a
Detroit guys.
313 right there, man. I
Yeah,
can't, can't even get mad about that shit.
yeah.
This man's sweaty as hell. He was not
I
ready
mean,
for
dude,
this.
you
This
gotta
guy was hotter than White, so I
Yo,
don't know.
not exposing guys. They don't even got AC in here, so.
Why you call her too? Hey, bro said.
Bryce is drunk as hell right now. I'm too fucking drunk. You letting it fly right now.
Bryce, I said that earlier. I was like, that nigga
He
Bryce
can't
lit.
My
No
boy
water.
said all
Hey,
bets
this
are
is the
off.
most
Fuck it.
this is the most reckless I ever
Said,
seen.
damn,
Bryce.
nigga, you sweaty as hell. Like, damn.
Yeah, the air the boy out.
You air him out like that, bro.
Like, damn, not the guest. Listen, bro. Hey, for the record, his hand not even that sweaty. I gave him a
Birdie, tell me I'm lying though. Tell me I'm lying though.
Listen.
You lying, bro.
Hey, new
good,
music,
good.
new music, new music, no music.
Yeah, he good. He good.
You ain't see this man black.
He good. He good. He good. Let's go.
Alright.
Let's get it. New music.
All right, new music. Anybody got anything to say before I go?
No, by
'Cause
all
I know,
means,
I've been queued up several times, but is this my
Hey,
time?
that Too Short album, that shit is straight as hell.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I feel
I'm
like
going crazy.
Facts,
I feel
facts,
like
bro.
Too Short.
Facts.
I feel like his music transcend a lot of eras of sound for real. Cause like all that shit is still sounding like how Too Short originally sound, but like
Modern.
it just
It fit.
it still fit. Like yeah, it still
We were
fit.
talking about the whole like thing last week about who was it just doing the new releases.
Last week. Oh, let me look. Go ahead. Keep talking.
You know how we talking about like Slick Rick has got a new release.
Oh, yeah, the Nas
like-
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
And
because
I
that
will
got confirmed.
honestly admit that the only way to do this shit right is if you're gonna be true to what's going on right now, and you talking about that shit. Like that's good shit. Like if you're willing to do the shit today, by all means. I don't need to hear a Slick Rick album right now, but if he gonna be on point, then let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You guys, bro, you was on
No,
say
I'm
something.
good.
So
I feel like okay. I am so sorry. That's my fault.
Bro, he still got a full drink here too.
Say less.
Pour it all out.
that's not water. That's not
This
water.
man off his rocker.
So
Oh no! All y'all get to talk shit every other week. Today is my day. Let's fucking go.
It's National fucking Rice Day.
the new music I want to highlight
I love it.
is this guy right here, Nick Grant. And what I want to say is this: is that Nick Grant is one of those artists that he is an Olympian in his realm. So if you want to, if you are somebody that prides yourself on lyricism, on elite MC work, you have to understand that between the new single they dropped, Nothing's Free, this album, if you want to run this back, and his whole catalog, and the shit that he's put out on Instagram as like snippets and trailers, you have to look at all of that and you have to say, as an MC,
If you're a real MC, challenge Nick Grant to a fucking battle right now. That's what he's trying to say.
that is exactly what I'm trying to say. Like you can't look at
and,
what
and even on the R&B side, I want to see
This
somebody
motherfucker-
make a song as good as Ass Funk DJac, dog. That shit is so fucking hard, bro.
IDK is the only rapper I know that can sing better than him. He will fucking eat you on the fucking raps. He will eat you on the fucking vocals. What you want?
Kick it in those.
the way all I'm saying is this: if you pride yourself on being an elite MC, you have to check.
Step up.
You have to just understand what this man is releasing,
Step
and
up
then
and do it right here.
and
on
then
the pod-
and then
on the
and then
rap game.
drop
rap
before
game.
that, and then drop before that,
If
because
you
this
feel-
is going to set a standard. This is going to set a standard for what MCs will do going forward for the rest of the
If
year.
you feel like a real MC, step up to the rap cave. He will be here next week if you want that shit. Battle his ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce is drunk as hell. Please disregard the comments.
Okay, this
As of
motherfucker
right
Cardi
now.
fan. so
This
we're
guy,
talking
this
I don't know what that has
this
to
does
do
not
with
reflect
anything.
the views of.
But, hey, tell me you don't want that shit.
What's that got to do with the price of eggs in America?
$6 on the price of eggs in the mirror. Everybody tells me.
Everybody tells me.
Everybody tells me.
So one of the things you mentioned as our outro as we wrap this up is the Nas 7 album theory is true. So there's a Nas album, there's a Ghostface album, there's Big L, there's a De La Soul, a whole bunch of shit that's
Big L,
dropping.
I didn't even know about that.
So 7
A lot of
albums.
shit.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that
Massive
episode that
Appeal
didn't
about to
happen.
have a fucking Kanye level release week.
Yeah, so
There's a Big L. album coming out?
Nas, so
I didn't
Nas
hear
has
about
7 albums. Nas has 7 albums, and let me go back to grab it real quick. All right,
that. I feel like Nas has more than 7 albums.
No, it's not. It's mass
I was
appeal.
gonna say, hold
So
on.
it's about to be a mass appeal. They're about to be.
Oh, the 7 album drop. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
saw
so
that.
here it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So here it is. So here it is. So it's Nas, it's Slick Rick, it's De La Soul, it's Ghostface, DJ Premier, Raekwon, Mobb Deep, and Big L.
All these motherfuckers looking here like we don't know any of the motherfucking
No, I'm
names.
geek for them Wu Tang.
I'm
I'm geek for the Wu Tang albums. No,
It's literally the three of us on the couch talking shit.
I'm geeked for all of them.
no. First of
I
all,
want to
hey,
hear that
hold on.
Mob
Don't
Deep
ever
one. That
question
Mob
my
Deep one
fucking
still might
knowledge
be
ever.
hard as fuck.
Come on.
Gym teacher, calm your ass down.
Yeah, exactly. No, first of all, I'm geek for the Ghostface album. I'm geek for the Raekwon album. Don't, bro, the only book for Cuban
listening
Links.
to
Don't
all of
fucking
that,
get me
bro.
twisted on my Wu
gonna be
Tang,
sick.
dog. Come on, don't play with me, bro. Like
The other thing,
Don't play with me, play with your bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
the other thing is Young Thug album in May. He announced that.
Oh,
Clips
man.
album coming soon.
What I tell niggas about that?
What?
Is that in the 60 day? Man, listen, man.
What 60 Day Fiance?
Sorry, no, I'm
I
talking
wanna
shit.
hear what you gotta say.
I'm talking shit, but no, I was gonna ask you what was your
First week?
projection? Yeah, what was your projection for that Young Thug? We can't just skip over Young Thug like this. Just some nigga like.
Well,
we can have a 20-minute conversation about JID. I think we can spend 5 minutes talking
Okay,
about Young
okay,
Thug.
but here's how this. Here's
No,
how,
no, you're right though.
Here's how this rolls out. We got weeks. We got weeks. We got weeks. But if I'll give you right now,
Yeah, you can
right now,
Yep.
no bullshit.
I'm doing numbers, I think.
125.
I was thinking 185, but I guess
125 is a no
135.
bullshit, no education, just like
135.
freestyle.
You know what?
That's a freestyle number.
I'll be.
135 because he ain't gonna have as much promotion as he probably should for his shit.
I think he's gonna have
I'll play
over-promotion.
the card though. I'm gonna say 200.
200?
His name has been too relevant lately in hip hop in general.
What's his lawyer's name?
Brian
I don't
Steele?
fucking know. I
say his
don't know what
lawyer
his lawyer's
name?
name is. I know who Young
One that
Thug.
Brian-
got him off for fucking years.
Brian Steele. But listen, I was thinking
Brian
I was
Steele
thinking the
sound
same
like a
thing. I
wrestler.
was thinking over 200 at first, but then he made that one Twitter post. He was like basically like, y'all gonna have to beg for this album or some shit. And then I'm just looking at,
Hey, yo.
and then I got to looking at the comments. Boy, they was frying his ass.
real?
They was frying his ass like bad. Like I'm like, damn. Like I am, and he a goat too. I'm like,
I don't want to
fuck.
see no fall from grace.
Listen, the underwhelming. I ain't gonna lie. That verse on Wham was very underwhelming, and the shit that was on Cardi shit was like it was pretty
Well,
good.
he
but
has to censor himself. Fucking super.
I
heavy
know.
now.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
why
the problem.
That's why I'm curious. That's why
That's
I'm
the
curious what his
problem.
number says. That's why I went a little low.
I
125.
predict that Young Thug do a lot of melodic shit and just
Yeah.
spread a bunch of rich nigga thoughts. That's it.
And a lot of features. I'm
Now,
sure.
wait.
That too.
Yeah.
A lot of
Fair.
features.
How many niggas you dropped this week? Did he get his?
I think I'm good.
He good.
Yeah.
He good. All right.
I think I go at least. I can go like two sentences without saying nigga at least. You know what I'm saying? My nigga. Half the time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So the other things, I think we touched on this at the beginning, but just quick just yes or no. Nokia Luther, what's number one next week?
I think Nokia. I mean, it's not even about like who's necessarily like better, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
just whatever
Just
is like
how
the
it sounds like
TikTok
trending.
plays. Yeah,
It's
right.
relevancy and
Yeah.
Luther has honestly stayed
Faded.
higher than and stayed around longer than I expected.
Way
Yeah.
way longer than I thought.
So
Yeah.
I Nokia. Would
I
be-
think
it's no
Nokia. I think
surprise.
Nokia's gonna do it.
Just off that 15-second intro for the TikTok.
If the
really.
video didn't do it this week, then I'm sorry. It's gonna be Luther.
Oh
next
wait,
week.
is Nokia a TikTok trend right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have
It is.
TikTok, so I don't really see
No.
every
Yeah,
single
me
trend.
neither.
But
The video for Nokia dropped last week.
I saw the video.
That's when it should have happened. It didn't happen. It's still gonna be Luther.
I saw the video, but
You
yeah,
wanted
I
to
was
be
just
so
curious.
bad.
If it's
fuck
like
Luther.
trending
That
on
shit
TikTok.
trash,
like-
Yeah.
boy.
It's
not
doing
even that
numbers.
shit.
Yeah,
Trash.
like,
What the intro? The
I'm sitting there thinking too.
who's
I'm
calling
like,
my
bro,
phone? Who's calling
yeah,
that shit?
yeah.
I'm sitting
Where's
here
the
and I was thinking,
function?
too,
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day too. I'm like, dog, Luther really been number one this long. And I was thinking about like,
It feels unreal.
but you remember some of the Drake songs we was thinking about? We were like, damn, that bitch didn't go number one.
Yeah.
Let's be
What was that?
honest.
Was
Yeah.
that Hotline Bling or was it One Day?
Hot,
it was
no,
one
it
of
was,
those
it
two.
was Hotline Bling that.
If either of those weren't number one, that's crazy.
It was one of those.
I
two,
think
for
it was
sure.
Hotline
He was
Bling,
talking about it on
yeah.
one of the pods.
Hotline Bling actually
thought it
finished
did.
at number 2 because of Adele's song that forced it out of number 1.
Okay.
Well, and you had
Well,
of
Adele
the same
is-
era.
yeah.
You had Control It too, which that was doing numbers as well. So you had conflicting numbers between a lot of popular Drake songs at the time. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean Drake numbers. I don't know. He's always been up. like
He's
year
always-
over
he's a
year.
numbers guy.
He's always been the numbers guy. And I'm gonna have a quick side here. There's no Hot Like Bling without Lil B, the bass god. You know?
Thank you. Let's go.
You know?
That's what I like to
So-
fucking
Isaiah, what's the number one record next week? Luther or Nokia?
Who calling that shit?
Who called you? Who's calling your phone?
Is it Stacy?
I'm going with Luther, bro. On
Luther. All right.
y'all knew I was answering.
So that's
that way.
Luther.
I can't.
Nokia,
I don't want Drake
Nokia,
in my ear
Nokia.
talking about all the
Nokia.
bitches.
I ain't say
Nokia.
Nokia, but I'll take it.
But
I was just saying Luther
just
trash.
opinion, based off of educated opinion.
Also,
Educated. Well, I didn't know that was like Nokia is like a TikTok trend right now. I ain't got TikTok, so I don't even
Yeah.
use that.
I don't
The video just got released, so that's why it's becoming such a big.
Yeah, but the
popular
video
thing.
got released like 2 weeks ago, didn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, but that,
the
2-3
Nokia
weeks
and
ago.
there's always a week after when things get released. Where they,
Luther just.
It didn't get
dropped
released
more
last
recent.
week though. For sure, didn't get released.
Yeah,
last
Luther was like so Nokia.
Week. Oh,
dropped
we talking about
2
Luther?
weeks.
I thought you were talking about Nokia.
no,
No, I
Okay.
think he's
Okay,
he's
okay.
talking about
I
that.
can't believe Luther has made its stayed its course this fucking long. That's really crazy.
No, I honestly, look, I'll say
literally
this.
cannot believe it.
I'll say.
not to believe?
It's almost unbelievable.
I'll say
Great
this.
fucking song, bro. Y'all gonna sit here and act like Luther ain't
No,
a great
I
song?
honestly, no, but listen, no. When
the
I listen,
album
listen,
came out 6 months
when
ago.
I listen
though.
to
That's what I'm saying.
GNX,
It's
when
like,
I listen to
that's
GNX,
wild.
I just don't picture Luther being number one for
It's
this long.
no, that's what
I'm
it is.
saying.
That's what it is.
Luther.
Yeah.
If you're telling me Luther is an 8-week number one record, like that to me doesn't make sense.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was thinking
I don't
more
think
like
that's not a
TV
good
off.
song.
You're right. It didn't
TV
become number one until a little further down
Yeah.
the line, right?
TV off seems like if TV off was number one for this long, I'd be like, okay, I can see that.
TV off was TV off. was
Speaking-
number one.
Because
Speaking of-
Luther's a slow record,
Yeah.
but to me, it's just crazy that like an album that came out at this point. What month is it now? It's about to be May. It's end of April, whatever. That was 6 months ago that this album came out or whatever.
it-
Like that's a while.
It's
and we're still charting, fucking not just
So-
charting, but like number one charting.
So while we're shouting out accomplishments, the other accomplishment is Kendrick is that he is the first rapper ever to have 2 albums spend 20 weeks in the top 5, both GNX and Damn. Again, Damn coming off the anniversary. Happy anniversary, Damn! Fucking phenomenal album. But yeah, so he's the only rapper to ever have 2 albums that charted 20 weeks in the top 5, like stay that high that long. So big shout out to him for that. And again, the Clips album is coming, Young Thug album is coming. There's a whole lot of music coming. I'm excited because I feel like this whole kind of first couple months was everybody kind of like stepping on the minefields of the remnants of the battle of last year. And now I think we're going to get to the shit. Now I think we're going to get to the Clips album. We're going to get to all of these artists that wanted to drop, that have had all the intention of dropping, and for one reason or another, they got caught up. So for me, I'm sitting here looking at like this is gonna be a good summer. So I'm excited, and we'll wrap it up there. We'll wrap it up there. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Rap Cave Podcast. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm your boy Chris Platy, aka Platy Pods, with my dog Zay.
What's up, y'all?
Birdie.
Always good to be back on here.
First time guest Eric. Appreciate you tapping on.
Eric, man, we
Bring it
appreciate
on,
you
bro.
coming
Welcome
through,
to
bro.
the shenanigans of all
Seriously,
of
bro.
this.
Bryce, and
Appreciate
then
you coming
again, it's not possible without the big producer, Big AP, Chris Apples on the one.
It's a gin teacher. Hey, y'all want to see?
Never could have made it without you.
Switch the camera. Switch the camera. Listen, man.
Get it sexy.
Everybody, have a good weekend. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Help this algorithm grow. Help
Hey,
this community
Check
grow.
out my boy too, man.
Check
For
out
real.
Eric
Tap
Barber,
into Eric,
bro.
Shout out to Eric for coming out.
Very
Can
appreciative.
Can we give a special shout out to Eric? Like,
Hey, my boy, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for
listen,
coming on, man. It's
I'm
been
gonna
great.
need you back, bro. There's not a lot of
Yeah,
5-foot
hey.
guests that come on this motherfucker.
Hey,
Hey, look,
Eric, this might be the first time you here. Don't let it be the last time, bro. For real, we
Yeah,
enjoyed
no,
you
for
coming
sure.
in. We
Yes.
enjoyed chopping
the
up with you.
door
For
is
real.
open.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You got it.
You're
You got a
more
key.
than welcome
Any
anytime.
shout outs? Any shout outs?
Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to the fucking Rap Cave podcast.
That's
Let's
right.
go,
Yep.
guys. Yeah, I mean, this was a great time. Thanks for having me. Can I do a quick plug?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is your time, man.
Absolutely. Hit the
So,
Cash
yeah,
App
I
after.
mean, yeah, I mean, you know, I do hip hop interviews, primarily focusing on Detroit artists, and I was actually gonna use this time real quick to actually plug another project I have not announced yet.
shout out.
I am actually working
Exclusive.
on an actual musical project called Barbershop by Eric Barber.
Let's go.
Featuring
Are you
Guilt-
are you
yeah.
executive producing this?
executive
or-
producing,
Hell yeah.
and rapping on it, featuring Guilty Simpson, 2013 XXL freshman class, just because it's relevant. Dizzy Wright.
Shout out
Oh,
Dizzy.
Dizzy Wright.
Yeah.
This is a
Wow,
homie.
interesting.
This is a homie.
F- Afro, Bizarre of D12,
That's fine.
Fat Ray and
bro.
JUS of the
Golly,
Bruiser Brigade.
You're really tapping. You're tapping
yeah.
some. You're in the
Yeah.
salt mines of Detroit right now. bro.
Yeah, yeah,
hold
yeah.
What the
We
fuck?
gotta have you in here more,
Hey,
brother.
hey,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
gonna be sweaty, bro.
Hey,
I won't fist
hey man, for
Eric,
sure we
Eric,
we
we
are
got talk. 100%.
Yeah.
Eric, we
All
are
right.
much more composed
All
than what
right,
we have been
listen.
doing, bro. This is not
Thank-
an everyday show.
Thank y'all
Yeah.
for tuning into Rap Cave Podcast. I appreciate y'all. Have a good, fun, safe weekend. Do all the stupid stuff that I would do, but be responsible.
Easter weekend. Don't
be
do that.
responsible.
It's
It's Easter weekend, bro.
See
You
y'all
better go to
next
church.
week
This
with
the
a
Lord's
bunch
weekend.
of dope content.
Go to
Thank
church.
y'all. Have a good weekend. Peace out.
Peace.
Woo!